Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's virtual wedding show, where we're looking at wedding vendors that cover the Leeds area and slightly further afield. Now, although it's a virtual show, most of these suppliers are coming live to you, which means they are interactive, and it's a great opportunity to ask them as many questions of you as you have. There are a couple of pre-records in today's show, but they are going to be in the comment section, so do ask them any questions. Unfortunately, it's a pre-record because they can't get into the shops, their stores, the units, whatever it is they might like to do the show from. So some details for you about today. We have 10 amazing suppliers lined up to present, plus a bit of an interval at 1 o'clock with myself and Grant comes on screen and gets you a bit of an update on what we're up to. So yeah, a couple more details about the show today. Please give the video a share, just like you would with a physical wedding fair. You know, we want you to watch this with your bridal party, with your wedding party, so please do give them a nudge and ask them to join in. Some of the suppliers do use music in their presentations now. Unfortunately, Facebook doesn't care whether or not we've got the rights to that music. Sometimes it just decides to disconnect the show. So if that does happen, please bear with us a couple of minutes while we reconnect and we'll get the show going as quickly as we can. So I'll quickly run through the suppliers that we've got lined up to present to you today before we get off onto today's show. So kicking off it's a pre-record this week, isn't it, for Alesia? Yeah. I think she's off performing somewhere live, but she has done a little video for us to enjoy. And again, she's always been in the comment section as well. So please do show your support and ask any questions you've got. At 12:15 then, we're over to Sally Ann at Everafter Bridal over in Batley. She's a lovely lady, Sally Ann. Her and Nigel, and I think a couple of part-timers, run the shop over in Batley. It's been a long, long time, very well established, and it's a really, really good shop as well. Miss Helen's Bakes is on at 12:30. Again, somebody who's kind of recently started working with us in the last 12 months, particularly on these virtual shows, but she always got a lovely video, and her cakes look absolutely delicious, so definitely one to watch. At 12:45, we've got Jellybean Photobooth. Stacey, Adam, and I think Natasha as well is involved in a little pre-recorded video that they've put together for us. So again, get in the comment section and do ask all the questions you have. 1 o'clock is then a catch-up and a news update from ourselves, Wedding Fayres Yorkshire, just giving you the lowdown on what we've got in the pipeline. At 1:15 then, we've got Sam coming on the show from Platinum Bridal Boutique. She's going to run through all this kind of service and products that she offers, also talk through some of the gowns and just kind of the process that you would experience if you booked an appointment with Sam. At Stylish Settings, again, somebody's worked with us quite a lot recently, Tracy. He's going to be, I believe, typically she sets up some of her wonderful venue styling kit in her, is it a summer house she called it? Some nice building in her grounds. 1:45 then we go to Jill Matthews from Not Just Travel. She's a Manchester girl, but we do let her on still. But she comes and makes you feel all jealous about wanting to book holidays. She comes on and she's got some really pretty pictures for you. She can talk you through the quality of service that she offers, and it makes you feeling really wanting to book a holiday. Obviously, it's going to be honeymoon focused, but she does lots and lots of travel. At 2 o'clock, then we go to Steph White Photography. Again, Steph is Leeds based, so she can certainly cater for anybody watching today's show. Yeah, very experienced, very friendly, and she's just a lovely person, is Steph. So do keep an eye out on that video as well. Kingston Jewellers is 2:15. Sarah from Kingston Jewellers is she's based in Barnsley in the arcade. I think that shop has been there for many, many years, since I was a young boy. But again, really well established, really good name, and she always puts a lovely video together for us as well. And then finishing today's show off is Alison from Celebration Balloons and Events, which is 2:30. She's going to come on and again talk through some of the amazing venue styling stuff that she can provide for your big day. And she's got a nice backdrop with her as well. But again, it's just a really interesting video, and she's got some different examples of venues that she's styled to show you. So that's what we've got to present to us today. We only have, I think, including today, we've only got four virtual shows left. This week is obviously for Leeds. On the 9th of May, there's the one for Huddersfield. On the 16th of May, we do one for Wakefield. And the 23rd of May, which is our kind of final one, the big virtual wedding fair, is actually a hybrid between a virtual and the physical event that we've got on there. So it's really not long before we get back out there doing real world events. We'll tell you a little bit more about that in the interval at 1 o'clock. But yeah, we've got lots and lots to get through today. So once again, please show your love and support for all these suppliers.
links in the comment section.
The links for
all the supplies.
Oh, fantastic. So yeah, if you want more information, if you want to get in touch with anybody that we've just talked about, their links are all in the comments section, and they'll be scrolling on the banner as during their presentations as well. But please do just get in the comment section if you want any more information. I think it's time to pass you over to Alesia, the amazing violinist. So I will wish you enjoy the show, and we'll check in with you just about an hour's time. See you soon.
Hello my friends, hello everyone, my name is Alesia and I'm a professional violinist. Today I'm glad to start this show again, but I must say you that this video is pre-recorded because on 25th of April, for you is today, for me in few days, I will have very serious filming. I represent Leeds culture and I will play the acoustic violin, very serious piece by Johann Sebastian Bach, Chaconne. But I'm always happy to be together with Wedding Fayres Yorkshire team and hope you enjoy the music which I prepared for you today. According to the Facebook rules, I'm not able to play whole piece, but I hope you enjoy even small parts of this. Requested piece for weddings and for other lovely and nice occasions. Next tune which I would like to play, last few days I am in very rock mood and I have some energy which I want to share with you, my friends. So hope you enjoy. Today I perform for you playing by my electric violin. This is LED fully crystal violin decorated with my own logo. Have a look. And Swarovski crystals. I'm very proud to hold this violin because I told many times this is not only violin, this is all my soul. Okay, and one more upbeat tune I wish to play for you today. Picante. And we should stop the music. I have all sound system which is necessary to have for the weddings, for very small venues and for very huge and big venues. Also, I can create the cover for any song you wish. You just need to tell me the name of the song and the singer, and the tune gonna be ready for your weddings. Thank you for your attention. Enjoy the rest of the show, and very soon, very soon, we will have real shows and we'll have possibility to talk to each other, to see everybody, and just to be happy. But I'm happy now as well. Wish happiness all of you. Bye.
Good afternoon, it's Sally Ann here from Everafter Bridalwear, just doing a quick recording for this week's wedding fair, as I'm unable to be in the shop in person this Sunday. So I've had a really busy week in the shop. It's been so lovely to have reopened and actually physically meet all the brides that we have this week. We've also done some Holy Communion appointments, a couple of fittings for some of our girls who've been waiting to try their dress on since it arrived, just before Christmas. So we've had a really lovely week, tiring, but really lovely. It's been so good to get back into the swing of things. So for those of you who don't know us, we are Everafter Bridalwear and we are situated in Batley. I've run the shop now for just over 8 years, and there has been a bridal shop here in Batley for over 25 years. Originally the shop was down the other end of the street above a ladies' boutique, which was called Domino's Boutique, and the lady who owned the shop before called it Domino's Bridal because it was above the shop and it made sense to her. When we took over and the shop had moved up to this end of Commercial Street, we wanted to rebrand it and make it our own, so Everafter was born. It's named after my daughter's favourite Cinderella film, which seemed really apt because who doesn't want to be a Cinderella on their wedding day? If you haven't seen it, it stars Drew Barrymore and it's just a very feel-good film with a take on Cinderella. And her dress in it is absolutely beautiful. So if you haven't seen it, watch it just to see the dress. So yeah, that's how we came about. Originally I ran the shop with my daughter Katie as my Saturday girl, but she's now moved on to bigger and I would say better things because I think this is best. But she's moved on and become a midwife, so she's got a fantastic job. So I now run the shop with the help of my husband Nigel, who comes in and makes the odd cup of tea and chats to all the mums every now and then, and helps me out at the physical wedding fairs. And then on Saturdays and Mondays I have my lovely Emmy who works for me, who is actually my friend's daughter, and she's worked with me now for coming up for 4 years. We get on really well and you'll love her. She's so enthusiastic and she's really good with bridesmaids and loves to do prom appointments too, so let's hope we can get back to those sooner rather than later. I have heard a few schools are organising their proms for this year. Not every school, but quite a few, so if you find that your daughter does need a prom appointment, then please get in touch. So today we're mainly talking about bridal and what you can expect. So a bridal appointment here takes about an hour and a half. We are operating slightly differently whilst we cope with the pandemic. So we are leaving space between each appointment to allow us for cleaning in between and making sure that the dresses are sanitised in case somebody wants to try the same dress on as the previous appointment. Trying to sort of space them out so that we've got time to do that. And we're keeping our seating area so that it's 2 metres apart. We will ask all guests to still wear masks, as is the law at the moment, unless you have a a reason for not wearing one. I will be always wearing a mask. Emmy will wear a mask because we want to protect you, and we need to protect ourselves. I have had my first jab, but obviously that only protects me, it doesn't protect you. So I need to be ensured that I can keep you guys safe while still enjoying a fun appointment. So the only difference really is we'll be in masks and there won't be as many people in the shop. So that's got to be a good thing. So we stock several different designers. At the moment I stock Ronald Joyce and part of his Victoria Jane collection too. I also have Pure Bridal by Romantica and Jennifer Wren by Romantica. Hilary Morgan is another one of my lovely designers, and I am holding a Hilary Morgan designer event on the 15th and 16th of May. I've still got one appointment free on the Saturday and 2 appointments free on the Sunday. I'm sure they'll get filled up quickly, and I will be promoting it a little bit more on my Facebook page now that we're back to working properly. And I also stock a range for the curvier lady too. We do stock bridesmaid dresses. We have a large selection of bridesmaid dresses, and our selection is by Desi, Lindsay J, a few by Hilary Morgan, Emma Bridals and Richard Designs. So if you can't find one amongst that lot, then I don't know what. We also do Flower Girls by Emma Bridals and Richard Designs, and I have a few matching Flower Girl dresses to my adult and junior styles by Lindsay J and Hilary Morgan. We also do Mother of the Bride or Groom. Some of the dresses can be used to wear to the races when they start up again, and we also do a very large prom collection for the year 11s and for the year 13s. These can also be worn for other evening events and can be also used for Christmas parties when they get back up and running, and cruises when we can get back up and running cruising. Nigel and I were hoping to go on a cruise this November because it will be our 10th wedding anniversary, and we were going to renew our vows on board, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen, so maybe we'll just have to have a delayed one instead. So what I'm going to do is turn the camera around and show you the boutique in a little bit more detail. I've got a few dresses on mannequins laid out ready. You might have seen some of these dresses before if you watch us regularly, but hopefully you'll get something different out of it anyway. I will try and be available in the comments section whilst this video is running, so if you do have any questions, put them in the comments section and I will get back to you. And if I do miss your comment, I always look back on the recording to make sure that I've answered everybody who's got a specific question. So I'm going to pick the camera up and turn it round so you can see the shop. There we go. So this is our lovely boutique. This is our bridal side. So you can see dresses down this side and down this side. So then over here, I've just got our little short bridal dress laid out here for you. This is by our lovely designer Hilary Morgan. It's a tea-length dress with a satin skirt, little short sleeves, a V-neckline, and can be worn with a lovely pair of statement shoes. So if you do attend the Wedding Fayres Yorkshire physical events, you might be in for a chance to win a lovely pair of Louboutins. They would look fantastic with this dress. So then alongside this, I've just put out the bride box, just to remind you that we also sell boxes that are cabin size friendly and can be used to put your dress in to take away with you. We also have pretty boxes that you can use as storage after your wedding day. This box can also be used for storage as it's breathable and can be easily stored away, and it's only £40, so it's a good bargain is that one, and very useful. Let's walk past all these lovely dresses here, and we're going through into our other side, which is where we stock or store our Holy Communion dresses and our bridal, our mother of the bride dresses and prom and bridesmaids. So this dress on the mannequin here is another dress by Hilary Morgan, traditional A-line style with a illusion neckline, sweetheart in style there under the lace, a lovely free moving satin skirt with a little bit of netting underneath to give it some shape. This one is £4.95 to order. Has buttons halfway down the back, but if you did want the buttons extended all the way down the train for an extra cost, I can order extra buttons and I can sew those on for you. So then next to these, we have our blush bridesmaid dresses. I just thought we'd try a different colour this week. So we have, on your right is a blush coloured 1950s style mother of the bride outfit with a sparkle waistband and a full satin skirt. Next to her we have a halter neck Emma Bridal's bridesmaid gown in the blush colour with a matching flower girl with the full skirt in the blush. Now I've also put next to this a deeper colour because it could show you that you don't have to have everybody all in the same colour, and this just shows that you can mix the colours and it's still, as long as it's on the same sort of colour palette, it works really, really well. Behind the darker coloured bridesmaid dress you can see we've got 2 rails full of the flower girl dresses, so there's plenty for you to choose from. A rail of prom dresses there which goes all the way up to where the covers end, and then right at the back there we've got our adult bridesmaid dresses. I'll come through a little bit more so that you can see. Here we have one of our sale dresses in our changing room here. She is by Romantica and actually been discontinued now, and so has been reduced from 1400 to 700 in our sale. Lovely V neckline, beautiful lace detail on this one. And then on this rail here we have our mother of the bride collection. As you can see we have several colours in stock, but if you don't see the colour that you like, and they do it in a different colour, we can check with our designer mascara if they have it in your size in stock, and we can also get the richer designs ones made to order in between 8 and 10 weeks at the moment. So don't worry if you've got a wedding later on this year, there is still time to find your perfect outfit. So that's our other side of the shop. If I come back here, you'll be able to see the bridesmaids dresses with the mother of the bride there. So there is plenty for you to choose from. So I'll take you back round. I hope I'm not making you too dizzy. And we'll come back into the shop here where I can finish off talking to you. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that little whistle-stop tour of the boutique. It gives you an idea of what you can expect. As I said, our bridal appointments usually last about an hour and a half. You will have to bear with us whilst we sort of try and work out the logistics of doing everything. We are only allowing one bridal party in at a time, so it's quite nice for you guys because you get the shop to yourselves. We do ask that you politely turn up for your appointment on time. If there is somebody in and we've overlapped, which we're trying not to do, you may have to wait outside just for a few minutes whilst we clean and sanitise after they've left. But that's all for your benefit and for ours too. So yes, if you want to check us out on Facebook, we have our own Facebook page, which is Everafter Bridalwear Batley. We have an Instagram page. Our website will keep popping up on this recording anyway, but it's everafterbridalwear.co.uk. If you want to make an appointment, you can leave a message on our answer machine here in the shop now that we're back open. You can email me at sallyann@everafterbridalwear.co.uk, or you can drop me a direct message via Instagram or on our Facebook page. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the virtual wedding fair today. This could be the last one that we do because we can get back to physicals at the end of May. So we're really looking forward to doing that and actually getting out and meeting you guys before you come into the shop. I have had quite a few conversations with my current brides, and I've done a few virtual sort of consultations with some of the girls that are coming in next week now to actually try dresses on, so that they got an idea of who they were meeting and you know, what they can expect, because obviously when you book an appointment you don't know who you're coming to see. So I think that's it from me. I won't rabbit on any longer. I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the show, and as I say, you know where I am if you need to contact me. And thank you ever so much for watching. Take care now. Bye bye.
Hi lovelies, I am Helen from Miss Helen's Bakes, and I am going to talk to you this afternoon about everything cake and yummy related. So I hope you're having a really great afternoon so far. Wedding Fayres Yorkshire always seem to pick such gorgeous days to do their wedding fairs on, so I hope that bodes well. So yeah, just a little bit about me to start off with. So I am Helen, I'm based in Leeds. And I make predominantly buttercream wedding cakes, also dessert tables, edible favours, anything yummy that you want to eat at your wedding, I can make for you. So I am level 2 food hygiene qualified, I'm fully registered, fully insured, and I deliver wedding cakes in and around Yorkshire, slightly further afield as well, so kind of sometimes head up towards the northeast, sometimes over towards Lancashire. So yeah, lots of cake to talk about today. But I kind of wanted to start off with, you know, how do you choose your style of cake for your wedding, or how do you choose what kind of thing you want to eat sweet treat wise at your wedding? So one of the kind of ways to start, I would say, is to think about your venue. So if you're getting married outside, you might want a cake which is much more floral, much more kind of simple, something sort of semi-naked style. Or if you are getting married inside in a really elegant building, then you might want to go for something taller, something fully iced, something a bit, you know, more elegant. Oh, Alana, I would love a lemon drizzle in this sun as well. Definitely. It's also worth thinking about the time of year that you're getting married at. So, you know, if you're getting married in the summer, obviously you might want to go with more seasonal flowers, but you might want to decorate with fruit as well, with fresh berries. If you're getting married in the winter, then we could go with sort of more foliage, or yeah, holly and those kinds of things. And also what the theme of your wedding is. So you might have a sort of ethereal, magical theme. You might have a complete floral vintage vibe. That would be definitely my vibe. But you might have, you know, you might be going for kind of black and white and want something that's really going to stand out. And a really great place to start for inspiration, apart from sort of wedding cake makers' websites, is Pinterest. So if you're completely stuck and you don't really know what you want, but you want a bit of an inspiration idea before you chat to wedding cakers, Pinterest is definitely your way forward. So obviously I've got some examples behind me of some of my cakes. This is just a small selection of what I do. So obviously we've got this 3-tier behind me with these white roses on it. We've got some eucalyptus there as well. And then it's actually got little roses stenciled into it. So I don't know if it's picked it up, but there are some kind of white stencils and then also some that are picked out in gold as well. And then I also have this 2-tier behind me. Let me move some things out of the way so you can see that a bit better. So we've gone for a bit of a pink and white theme there, and decorated with meringue kisses, which is also an option. I love decorating with kind of edible things as well. So berries, meringue kisses, macarons. You know, if you were obsessed with Rocky Road, why not stick some of that on it as well? So Also, it's worth thinking about kind of the scale of your wedding. So you might not want a 3-tier cake because you're only having a few guests, a smaller number of guests. And you might have, so we could kind of, yeah, for smaller weddings, we could have a 1-tier, so something still looking bridal and wedding-y if you wanted to go with that. But then also have a selection of cupcakes or sweet treats or that kind of thing. Obviously I make cake, but also I do dessert tables, and I also do wedding favors, edible favors. So dessert tables can be a whole range of different things, and I guess it's kind of completely personal to you. It's entirely up to you what you would like on your dessert table. So an example of what you could have could be cupcakes, could be macarons, could be cookies. It could be a few smaller cakes to kind of complement a wedding cake as well. And it's completely personal to you. So, you know, if Rocky Road was your thing, add that. If Rice Krispie treats were your thing, add that. Things like fresh fruit tarts, mini cakes, which, you know, the world is your oyster. So I've got some examples here of things that we could include on a dessert table. I never managed to pick this up and it goes smoothly, but okay, there we go. Oh, so I've got some iced biscuits. So these roses at the bottom are iced with buttercream. I've also got some fondant iced biscuits, which I'm about to talk about in a moment because they're a bit more exciting. And then also things like cake popsicles, cake hearts, which could be filled with cake truffle. They could be filled with brownie or blondie or, you know, whatever you fancy, to be honest. It's your wedding. Treat yourself. So that's a dessert table, and it could be as elaborate and exotic as you want, or it could be really simple and pared back, dependent on the style of your wedding. Edible favors are one of my absolute favorite things to make. So they could be iced biscuits, cake popsicles, cake hearts, those kinds of things. And they can be completely personalized to whatever you want. So obviously, some of my examples here, we've got some iced roses. This is an easier way to show you. So these can be completely personalized to your theme, to your colors. I know Alana's theme is peacock, so we could do those in complete peacock colors, which would look amazing. And also, they can be personalized to your flavor. So biscuits can be vanilla, they could be chocolate, they could be lemon, they could be cinnamon, have those Biscoff vibes, you know, whatever you want. Things like my fondant biscuits can be iced with your place settings. So they could have your guests' names on them. Obviously, these are just Mr. and Mrs. ones at the moment, or we've got some that say love as well. So they can be iced with your guests' names. They could be a really nice way of combining a favor and a place setting, or we could box them up, and so they could have little tags on the boxes that have the guests' names on, and we could get them done in proper calligraphy. So that's a really nice touch to kind of combine those two things in one, and so they get something really yummy they can take away, but it's also, you know, a really easy way of killing two birds with one stone. You know, in a wedding when things are expensive anyway, let's combine things. So obviously there's some examples of kind of wedding favors and dessert table ideas. What we can also do, which is a little bit quirky, is edible bridesmaid invitations and save the dates. So you could send through the post biscuits stamped with your date and your initials as a save the date for your guests, or you could put together a little pack of kind of cupcakes and biscuits, or little cake hearts, cake pops and biscuits, which are all geared up to invite your best girls to be your bridesmaids. So those kind of things, thinking outside the box a little bit, can be really, really nice, you know, really personal touches as well, because they can be completely personalized to you, so iced with your dates, your names, all of those kinds of things. And I'd be really, really, really happy to chat more about those, because they are some of my favorite things to do. So To book with me, you just need to get in touch first. So I am on social media. I am on Instagram as @MissHelensBakes. I am on Facebook as Miss Helen's Bakes, and I have a website which is misshelensbakes.com, which magically always appears when I say that. Yeah, so there's an inquiry form on my website, or you could just get in touch with me via direct message on Facebook or on Instagram, and just kind of let me know what you're thinking about. And it's absolutely fine if you don't have any idea at all to start with. That's completely cool, and we can design something that's to your specifications from scratch. And it's also fine if you have some ideas and you just want a little bit more guidance to the kind of to price ranges and that kind of thing. Once we've had a conversation, and I do that by email or by Zoom or over the phone, whichever you would prefer, then I will put together a personalised quote for your exact requirements. So you will have a really clear idea of price right from the beginning. My cakes currently start from about £200, but obviously they're kind of subject to different flavours, different decoration, those kinds of things. So once you've got that personalised quote, then you will order your wedding cake samples, because obviously the most important bit in choosing a wedding cake is tasting as well. So I have a menu on my website of my standard flavours, and they are a range of kind of fruit flavours. There's some kind of chocolatey, salted caramel flavours, those kinds of things. And because I bake everything completely from scratch, you can mix and match to your heart's content. So all of my jams, ganaches, curds, all of that kind of thing are completely from scratch. So, you know, if you wanted chocolate cake but with raspberry jam in it and chocolate ganache, then we could totally do that. Or if you wanted lemon and blueberry cake in different layers, then we could do that. So loads of different possibilities to kind of get your perfect cake. I post my samples through the post. That was a really bad sentence. Again, my samples go through the post once a month. I pause for the summer, which is when I'm most busy with normal wedding cakes, just because they're quite time consuming to make. And I want to give my wedding clients the best possible cake they can have, and my potential wedding clients the best possible samples they can have. So I've got a few more sample runs over the next month or two, and then I pause until September. So if you are interested, then it's worth popping in your sample order early, and you can choose the date that you want them to go out on as well. Then if you decide you love my cake, and I really, really hope you do, I'm really proud of my products. Then if you decide that you want to order your cake through Miss Helen's, then I will deduct the cost of your samples from your cake total. So they're £22.50, so that money would then come off your total or off your deposit, whichever you would prefer. And I do ask for a 30% deposit to save your date and to allow me to get any ingredients that I might need that are a bit more specialist, or if there's any techniques that I need to practice before making your cake, because I want your cake to be the perfect cake for your day, and to take away all of that stress. So you don't even need to think about cake after that point, except to be excited that your cake is going to be perfect. Once you've paid your deposit, your date is booked in my diary, which means that I won't book any other wedding cakes on that day, or any other celebration cakes or anything like that. And then your final balance is due 4 weeks before your date, which gives me then time to source any remaining ingredients to get everything fresh. And I bake fresh to order on the week of your event. So if you're getting married on a Saturday, then I will bake on a Wednesday, decorate on a Thursday and a Friday, and then I will deliver it and set it up at your venue on your wedding day. And that is included in my prices. So there's no additional charge for setup, delivery, all of those kinds of things. And I prefer to do that personally, because that allows me to make sure that your cake is as perfect as it can possibly be before I leave. So thank you so much for listening, guys. If you do want to get in touch, I will pop my details in the comments below, so you'll have my email address as well. But if you do want to get in touch, please feel free to follow me on Instagram. I'm at Miss Helen's Bakes. To join me on Facebook, where I am Miss Helen's Bakes, or to visit my website, which you've guessed it, is also misshelensbakes.com. And I can't wait to hear from you and to chat about cake with you. Even if you're getting married in 2022, 23, then please give me a shout, and we can kind of chat about what your kind of price range might be, what kind of ideas you have. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me. So yeah, any questions, please feel free to shout. And if you have anything that you might need cake related, I am definitely your girl. So really looking forward to hearing from you, and thank you so much for having me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Hi, I'm Natasha. And I'm Stacey. And we are Team Jellybean. Run BT.
Grab a prop and strike a pose with Jellybean Photobooth. Whatever the event, Jellybean can add to the excitement with their incredible LED inflatable photo booths. With green screen, customizable prints and guestbook options, you're guaranteed fun photos. Visit jellybeanbooth.co.uk.
Hi there, I'm Stacey, the events manager from Jellybean Photobooth. Thank you for joining us today for our virtual showcase. We are going to be showcasing our award-winning photo booths and magic mirrors. We cover all of the UK, but we do specialise in Yorkshire and the Midlands. We have a free delivery area, which is a 50-mile radius of our Sheffield office near Meadowhall. I will now demonstrate how to use one of our selfie pods. We have 4 of these in-house built selfie pods that we usually house inside our inflatable photo booth. However, due to space today, we don't have the actual photo booth inflated. They're really simple to use. You just touch the screen, pick your layout and your green screen background, so you can have plenty of different ones to choose from. Also, these are fully personalised, so if there is something you want as a green screen, just let us know and we can do that for you. And then it takes your photo.
3, 2, 1. Say cheese. 3, 2, 1. And another. 3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1. Please wait.
And then your photo will just print out for your guests. All your print layouts and your green screens are fully personalised by our in-house graphics team. So if there's something that you're wanting as a green screen or something specific, so some flowers or something that you're wanting on your print layout, just let us know, send us some photos, we can fully personalise those for you and make it as special as possible for your day. We do have a selection of different inflatable photo booths to choose from, subject to availability. Here's a VT to show you all the ones we have to offer. Our photo booth packages include unlimited visits for your guests to the photo booth during your book time, double set of 6x4 or 6x2 instant prints per session, USB and personalised vinyl printed guest book, online password protected photo gallery, fully personalised prints and green screen, social media uploads to a personal Facebook or Twitter gallery, use of hundreds of fun and inflatable props in one of our huge prop cases, setup, delivery and attendant throughout. All our equipment is fully insured and pat tested. Our photo booth packages start from just £295 for 2 hours, £335 for 3 hours and £375 for 4 hours for venues within a 50-mile radius of our office in Sheffield near Meadowall. Bookings are subject to a £75 deposit payable by debit or credit card on an online invoice, with the remainder of your balance due 4 weeks before your big day. For more information and to check our availability, please visit www.jellybeanbooth.co.uk. Now we're going to showcase one of our magic mirrors. I'm going to hand over to Natasha, who's going to demonstrate on how to use it.
Get ready. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on. Thanks.
Just like our photo booths, all our magic mirrors include unlimited visits for your guests to the magic mirror during your book time, double set of 6x4 or 6x2 instant prints per session, USB and personalised vinyl printed guest book, online password protected photo gallery, fully personalised prints and a choice of backdrops, social media uploads to a personal Facebook or Twitter gallery, use of hundreds of fun and inflatable props in one of our huge prop cases, setup, delivery and attendant throughout. Our magic mirror packages start from just £295 for 2 hours, £335 for 3 hours, £375 for 4 hours for venues within a 50-mile radius of our Sheffield office near Meadowall. All our bookings are subject to a £75 deposit payable by debit or credit card on an online invoice, with the remainder of your balance due 4 weeks before your big day. Again, for more information or to check availability, please visit www.jellybeanbooth.co.uk. Thanks for joining us today for our virtual showcase. Thanks to Grant, Alan and the team at Wedding Fayres Yorkshire, and thanks to Natasha for helping me showcase our products today. Have a lovely day and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Jellybean Photobooth. Thank you so much indeed for a wonderful new video there. Great to see you out. All bells and whistles, all singing, all dancing. Welcome on board the new team member as well. So it's time for a bit of a check-in with us, Wedding Fayres Yorkshire, the Wedding Fayre guys, the North of England Wedding Awards, what we're up to, what we're doing, and yeah, let's see how this week's goes. Hello.
Oh,
That's a smashing haircut, is that?
oh, don't. I've not done my hair. I've not got my contact lenses in.
So it should be an interesting interval.
It should be an interval.
I must admit that's caught on today as that.
Someone should go around selling ice cream.
That would be very
You won't
nice.
remember that, will you?
I do just.
In the olden days, when you went to go to the cinema,
Yes.
they would have a break halfway through,
Yeah,
and someone
yeah.
would come out with a little tray with, I'll say, cigarettes and ice cream.
Well, you're showing your age.
Yeah.
I do actually think I can remember you being able to smoke in the cinema.
Yeah.
I think I don't know.
Was it black and white films?
Steady.
Anyway, on topic.
Yeah, let's stick to it, shall we?
Team Jellybean are watching us live
Oh.
from Tankersley Manor.
Thanks a minute.
They've got an open day this afternoon, and Jellybean is set up there as well. So Adam, who is the chief of that team, he keeps his troops in line.
Oh, you're going to cop it, aren't you?
So,
I know what you're doing there.
yeah.
You don't stare, right?
But no, he sent a photograph of them all. I think they were eating something.
All right.
Yeah.
Working hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So,
Never a dull moment, is there?
and Tankers, when's our fair there? Just to
Oh.
spot.
It is
Soon.
the 20. I don't know when it is. I do actually. It's the 27th of June.
That is a really nice
It's a
venue.
nice Sheffield venue.
And I don't know. It's
Technically, it's Barnsley, I believe.
yeah. I mean,
But
it's
today's show is
just
definitely Leeds.
it's just South Yorkshire, but it's a great venue. They've got a TP outside and everything as well,
Yeah, they're doing eating out, dining outside, aren't they?
Yeah.
Um,
which is nice.
I know that's keeping them busy.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's new? What's happening? What are we up to?
The real shows are starting soon.
They are starting soon. I think once about 5 weeks, but only after today, 3 virtual shows. Only got to do this 3 more times.
Yes.
Woo! Yay. We love it. It's
Yeah.
good, you know, but it's not what our passion is.
Exactly.
I mean,
No.
as much as you love the software we use, I think you had a lot more like black hair.
Yes, I've got a
12
definite
months
more
ago.
there. It's not even the virtuals. It's Jellybean that's called most of them, I think.
That's a
I'm
true
not,
story, that,
I'm
actually.
not going to say anything.
No. Didn't you cause it once, actually, thinking about it?
I did once.
You did once.
I'm allowed to do that.
Just to kind of...
Just to test it.
Yeah.
But guys, obviously, if you're watching this on catch up, head over to our YouTube channel and like and subscribe on there as well.
Yeah, there's quite a bit going off on there.
Yeah, and it's a great way to look back at all the different presentations to really get lots of information about the suppliers, what they offer, tips and tricks, plus our Planet Wedding series, plus all sorts of, there's loads of stuff on there.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe, comment. We are very active on there.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
The North of England Wedding Awards is keeping us busy.
Yes,
I think that keeps unfolding as we go along. I think there's got to be above 100 nominations in the 2 weeks that it's been open, which is really good.
so guys, make a point of if your supplier has been really helpful during all these changes and moving and stuff like that, if their customer service has gone above and beyond what is expected, then nominate them for that award, because this year more than any year it will mean so much for them, because the wedding suppliers have been through hell and back.
They have. I mean, I think a lot of people have. But yeah, it's been tough for the industry. You know this, But yeah, it does mean the world to them. I don't think there's ever been more of a test of customer service than having to move however many weddings or just deal with everything that's going on, as well as your own stuff as well. So yeah, it's been a real test. So if you do feel like you've been looked after by any supplier, then go to northofenglandweddingawards.com and nominate them for an award. It really will mean the world to them when they see the nomination.
Yeah.
It really will.
Yeah.
Armories, we have a new date for the Armories. A couple of weeks we've had it. I think the 3rd of October is the date for the Royal Armories. We've also got another big wedding show in the diary for the 14th of November, the Arena at Barnsley Metrodome. Yeah. 2 big events.
Royal Armories is a massive one, but it is going to be structured into.
Oh, very much so. I mean, they are big events, and historically they've been very, very busy for both numbers of suppliers and for attendees. obviously we're going to plan accordingly, you know, depending on where the world's at, for the kind of upcoming shows. 3rd of October is the Armories. But I mean, the great shows. I mean, it's one of our regional events.
Yeah, and it's a sale as well, isn't it?
It is. There's a sale element to it. I mean, it's free entry, first of all. You're not paying entry into any of our shows. So, forbrides.co.uk to get your tickets for that. And the sale element of it is, it's not that the kind of some items are discounted prices. Some are you kind of get more book.
Yeah, it gives the suppliers chance to get rid of sample stock that is taking up space in their warehousing.
Yeah.
Venues can get rid of dates that they might have 15 bookings on one date and no bookings on another date. So it gives them a chance to get rid of dates that are a dip in their calendar. So there'll be lots of Tuesday dates.
There will, but I mean, you can pick up the odd Friday and the odd Saturday, you know, for I mean, there's all kinds of explanations for it. But sometimes you might have like a Friday left in an upcoming August that they're just desperate to get shut off.
Exactly,
So,
and I think this year especially, because of everything being moved around, I think there's going to be lots of bargains to be had there as well. And then there's other people that are putting on services as well.
Yeah.
So if you book their standard package, you get a premium package. If you book the premium package, you get the VIP package. If you book the VIP package, you get the
diamond.
Oh, I was going to do platinum then diamond.
Platinum then diamond.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, so I mean, it's good fun. Obviously, it's much bigger. The atmosphere at them is fantastic. There's a real buzz about them. All the suppliers look forward to it, and it's because it's like a regional event. You do see some stuff at these that you might not see at the local shows as well.
Like
so,
a bearded dragon.
Yeah, we've had like a mobile petting zoo at these before.
Yes, that was a bit weird.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, it was a bit strange. But it was good.
It's nice to see people leaving with wedding dresses.
Yeah, it was.
You know, people actually buying and booking stuff on the day as well.
Yeah. So
it's one of my favourite events at the Royal Arms. Out of all the ones we do, it's a great space. Everything's nice and open. It's bright. It's airy. It's got a great atmosphere to it.
Normally, past events, there's been kind of musicians and in small bands on stage. There's been a catwalk on stage, but resurrected Mr. Paul Clark and got him on, and you know, there's been quite an active stage. Yeah. Wow.
Did that scare you?
That was horrible. Whoever that is, thank you very much for that.
I think the sound just catches me off guard there.
Oh, that's really thrown me as that.
You said there's normally entertainment and stuff in the fashion show on stage. We don't know where we're going with that yet. But we're going to follow guidelines to that.
Yeah, I think if COVID is kind of, we're out of it.
Yeah.
As best as we can be. Then there's going to be a stage. Is what?
I've had my job.
Yeah, you've been feeling pretty ropey, haven't you?
But worth it.
Yeah.
For the safety of everything, I can go around licking door handles now.
As you were.
As I were.
But yeah, a couple more things on the whole, what a show's going to be like when we get back out there. Now, if before kind of going into lockdown, when we had events on, what that was like, there were things like, there were contactless shows, which means we normally have a goodie bag for it, the couples when they arrive. You can also kind of go around the show as you would expect, kind of pick up flyers and samples and stuff. We had to pull back on that just because we needed for the show to go on ahead as safely as possible. There were also social distance, which of course you can expect now, masks, which is the standard, hand sanitizing stations throughout. Now, until there is guidance released on what shows are going to look like coming out of it this time, we can expect that it's going to look similar to what it was before.
The first couple of shows especially will be social distancing and everything in place, but we're following the government guidelines and making sure our team and everyone that comes to the events are safe as well.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Very much so.
I'm going to shoot on there. You're going to run through the list of today's suppliers. I did get Joe Matthews' website one earlier.
Yeah, I saw you flapping.
Yeah, so if we go through the list again, it gives me a chance to do that.
Yes.
Yeah. And Kingston Jewellers, their thing, when that came up, that didn't have their website, but it's because we're trying something new, as always.
Yeah, we've got to keep pushing the boundary.
Exactly. So
we'll see you in the end zone.
Yeah.
So yes, quickly to run through the suppliers that have showcased so far and what we've got upcoming as well. You want to say to go back into his chair. But yeah, a great lineup as always. Thank you if you're watching today's show. We know it's really, really nice and sunny outside. Was it Helen that said that we always seem to book the sun for our shows, which is quite fun. But yeah, Alesia Violin opened today's show, an amazing multi-award-winning violinist. She couldn't perform live today because she's actually out performing live for somewhere else. We've got to take the gigs while we can, haven't we, Grand?
Yes.
So she opened the show at 12 o'clock. Sally Ann from Everafter Bridal was next on, showcasing her wonderful Batley store, giving Nigel a bit of a plug as well. But yeah, just talking about the dresses, the gowns, the service that she offers over in Batley. At 12:30, we had Miss Helen's Bakes. She had a couple of cakes on show that she basically talked about through the process of ordering samples of some different invitation options that she offers, some favour options, and just kind of general advice and pricing and such. Jellybean Photobooth were then on at 12:45. They actually recorded that video in our studio. They had the standalone pod, I believe it's called, selfie pod, the magic mirror, and then they kind of showed you what some of their inflatable booth looked like. By the sounds of it, you kind of book one of their packages and they turn it with everything that you could possibly need to have lots and lots of fun in a booth. Then it was us live here right now. Next up, we've got Sam from Platinum Bridal Boutique. She's going to be talking through her gowns, her service, and just talking about what you can expect when you book an appointment with her. Then at 1:30, we've got Tracy from Stylish Settings. Now, if past shows have anything to go by, then we can expect her to decorate some of her garden, some of her garden furniture, and some amazing styling equipment that she has. And then we've got Jill Matthews from Not Just Travel, who's going to be coming on and showcasing some of the most stunning, picturesque scenes from the planet, and showing you where she can arrange for you to go on your honeymoon. Trust me, by the end of that, you will be looking through their website and then seeing what holiday you want. But we always are. Then at 2 o'clock on the nose, we have Steph White Photography, Leeds-based photographer, who's going to be talking through some of the packages that she offers, and I think showcasing some of the different styles of photography that she does as well. Sarah from Kingston Jewellers joins us at 2:15. Long-standing, really well-established jeweller in the Arcade in Barnsley. Lovely lady. She does a really good presentation talking you through the rings that she offers and some of the service side as well. And then capping off today's show at 2:30, we've got Alison, Leeds-based celebration balloons and events. I think is now called Leeds Event Decor. She's going to kind of, I think she has a slideshow where she's going to show us some of the past weddings that she's helped decorate and make look. Again, lovely lady and a really good presentation that we always look forward to. Have we got a minute to run through the Leeds venues, or are we keen to crack on with the next video?
You can go through if you want.
Okay, well, we'll quickly go through. So these are some of the Leeds venues that we work with. A full list of every venue that we work with in Yorkshire and further afield, actually, can be found on our website, weddingfayresyorkshire.com. But these are a few that we've highlighted that I think are relevant to today's show. So we kick off with Alton Hall. Again, very, very Leeds venue, one of the crowns of Leeds wedding venues, actually, if not the north. Really, really popular. You've got a couple of different options when you get married there in terms of size and theme, style of the room and such. I think one of their venues, the Alton Suite, can cater for larger weddings. We've got 300, maybe even 400 in there. Caroline, the events coordinator there, has been there a long, long time. She's fabulous. She knows the place like the back of her hand, and always very, very happy to help. We do have a wedding fair on the 20th of June. You can get your tickets for free from fourbrides.co.uk. The Holiday Inn, Leeds Bradford, a little bit out of Leeds, but certainly we do see some Leeds couples come to it. Yeah, fantastic venue. It is a Holiday Inn, but it also is an independent as well. So when you go in there, the decor is a little bit different. So the way that the team works and such. They've recently spent a lot of money upgrading their restaurant. They now have a Bollywood brasserie. Lovely place, go and have a look. They've got like a flower wall garden, built-in ceiling type thing going on, and they've just had a couple of showcases where they've had their marquee structure in place and decorated for quite large weddings. Actually, I think you can get up to about 600-700 people in their marquee. It's a big, big one. So yeah, TJ and the team there are fantastic. Again, been there a long, long time. Really, really looked after when you do anything with those guys. The 11th of July is their next wedding fair, so please do go and book your tickets for that. At the Mercure Leeds Parkway Hotel, North Leeds. We've done the show there for a long, long time now. Jess is the current wedding manager there. She's lovely. She's really passionate. She really does love her job. And she's a delight to work with. Again, a couple of different options in terms of style and size of the function when you get there. This is one of the best kept secrets of this venue. Actually, we didn't discover this until recently, but you, as part of the wedding bucket, you actually have access to a private path that takes you to
Golden Acre Park.
The Golden Acre Park. You never remember that. So again, if you're looking for wonderful picture opportunities, then that is a good one for you. The 5th of September is our next wedding fair there, so the other side of summer, but please do check it out. At Crown Plaza at Central Leeds, we like this one for a couple of different reasons. It's one of the very few Leeds city centre venues we work with because you get complimentary parking for the wedding fair anyway. But yeah, it's a really, really great accessible space. It's spent a lot of money on it in recent years, having massive refurbs. They've got all brand new rooms. The function suite is fantastic. You get a lovely grand staircase when you go in. Harriet and Laura, I believe, are the wedding and events coordinators there. Again, been there a long, long time. Lots and lots of experience behind them. We have a wedding show there on the 19th of September. We've got everything crossed. Sometimes we do like a bit of it's not a full catwalk, it's like a half catwalk where we have models kind of parading around in mezzanine, all in their fantastic gowns. If we can put that on, we will do, but certainly watch this space. 19th of September, we're at Crown Plaza in Leeds. The big wedding sale at the Armories is on the 3rd of October. We spoke to you about that before. Again, it's a free entry regional event, all bells and whistles. You cannot miss it if you're in this area. forbrides.co.uk to get your tickets. Holiday in Leeds Wakefield, again, just outside Leeds, but we do see a lot of Leeds couples coming to it. Very, very accessible, just off the M1 Junction 40. You can't miss it. You should see our 16 by 4 foot hot pink banner right on a big junction just after you come off the motorway. Again, Justine's been there a long, long time. They've got Starbucks coffee on site. It's a fantastic venue, really, really easily accessible. Great wedding show, we've done it a long, long time, and you get a really good mix of suppliers at that one. So again, definitely one worth checking out. Lastly, we have the Village North and Village South hotels in Leeds. Both are very different, even though they're part of the same company. The Village North is in Headingley, and there's more traditional kind of vibe to it compared to the Village South one. It's very, very modern, this Village South. We've been in there on a Saturday night to drop banners and stuff off, and it is just the bar area is pumping. They've got funky house on. It's all kind of purple and black decor. Massive function room. Really, really nice modern place. The north side, again, huge function room, a little bit more traditional in its decor and its styling, but both venues have got, I think the north has got a spa on site, but both venues have on-site gyms, health and leisure, really good food, and both really, really good teams as well. So that's our calendar of events for kind of Leeds area over the next few months. But check out all of our shows, weddingfairsyorkshire.com. I think Sam must be chomping at the bit to get on this video and present now, so I'll pass you over to her. But please do get in the comment section any questions you've got for any of the suppliers today. We're more than happy to help. I'll check in with you just after our last supplier, so please do enjoy the rest of the show. See you.
Good afternoon, and what a lovely afternoon it is as well. Very sunny out there today. I'm Sam. I'm from Platinum Bridal Boutique. I'm based in Wakefield. Slightly different to a lot of other boutiques in that I actually run my business from my home. So when you come in to see me, it is purely you and your family or your guests. So there's no sharing the limelight with any of the other brides that you might find in some of the bigger stores. I have my room set up. We've still got plenty of choice on dresses, and today I'm going to do something slightly different. I normally just sit and talk and waffle on about me and how good I am, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm actually going to be a bit more interactive and show you some of the new dresses that we've had in from my new supplier that I'm really excited about. So plenty of choice, different styles, different sizes. I've got anything from a size 12 up to a size 20. I've got a couple of new dresses on order that are coming in at a 24 and a 26. So we're have a few in for our more curvier brides to try on. I would be one of those curvier brides. Oh, hi, Jade. Jade's booked her appointment with me today, so I'll be seeing her on Tuesday evening. I'm really, really so happy that we've managed to get doors open again and brides back in. I haven't forgotten my tiara, Eleanor. I've got one sat waiting. Just hang on. So I'm going to show you some dresses. I think last time I was on, I explained that we've got 2 different types of dresses here in Platinum. We've got off-the-rack dresses, which are Morley, Ronald Joyce and Tiffany's, and these are dresses that I can no longer get from those designers since moving from my shop last year back into my home. I'm too close to other stockists, so I can no longer stock those brands. So they're off the rack. So what you see on the racks are half, if not less than half price from retail for those brands. Now, I've just taken on a new supplier. Really, really excited about them. I was a little nervous about a new supplier when you can't go and see the fabrics yourself. When you're choosing new dresses, it's really hard. So it's all been done on the internet, which I hated every second of it. I like to know what I'm buying. I like to feel the fabrics. I like to know that the quality is good, that the sewing's good, that they're well manufactured. However, I am so impressed with them. They're quick delivery. The quality is amazing. The lace is lovely. They're soft and flowy. Such an incredible selection of designs as well. So I'm going to show you some of them. And I have to say my favourite one out of all of them, purely because I'm like a little bit of a magpie, is, I'm just going to drop my camera down a bit, is this gorgeousness. So we are a strapless dress. I'm not sure you can pick up the detail on this, but it is glitter. Glitter, glitter from top to toe. It's got a lovely train. I don't know, I really don't think the camera's going to pick up just how sparkly this is, but it's just beautiful. It's a nice big skirt as well. This is the ultimate princess dress. And guess how much? £550. We then move on to a lace, long sleeve, V-neck, with a lovely button back. You can see the lace on that, it's absolutely stunning. You get the lovely belt with it as well. Again, really nice skirt. That's a size 18 in stock. Guess how much? £550. These are all new ordering, so you can order whatever size. Love how you're lost in the sea of white. I have no white. White is too harsh in a wedding dress. I don't do white. Well, I do white if people want white, but it's very, very rare. This lovely little number is in a champagne, strapless. We've got lovely lace, a nice little belt. Love this dress. And before I realised it, it got a nice little, I don't know if you can see, nice little flowery belt on. This dress I named Daisy. Quite apt, really, when you see the belt on it. Guess how much? £550. Is there a theme? This one I kind of designed myself. I liked the top of this one, but I didn't like the skirt. But I liked the skirt from a different dress. So I had this one custom made. So if there is a dress that you love, in terms of the top or the skirt, but you like another dress, then we can get my supplier to do that for you. So we can do some, you can't see my head, it can do some custom work as well, which is another reason why it's really exciting to have this this particular brand. It's a lovely big skirt, really, really lovely quality tulle, lovely sparkly bodice. The lace on the back of this is a little bit see-through, so we've got a little bit of sexy going on. And we've got some really lovely thin sparkly straps as well. And guess how much it is? It's £550. If we're wanting a little bit more on the fitted side, we've got this beautiful dress. So a much more fitted gown, nice lace bodice, easily lined. If it's a little bit too sheer for you, then this could be lined by a seamstress. And I would always recommend a good seamstress. That's one thing you should never skimp on. You could buy the most expensive dress, and if it's not fit properly or altered properly for you, it will look awful. So I can recommend the best seamstress. So I'm happy to pass on any details that you want for that as well. She's been with me for 4.5 years. And she was with the previous owners for, I think it was about 6 years before that. So she knows what she's doing. Lovely, lovely back to this. Got buttons. Again, you've got a nice little spaghetti strap. Really nice. I can't really show you properly. Really, really lovely lace train. So that's one of the fitted dresses that we have. We've got another one that's got some thicker straps, which for us bustier ladies can sometimes give us that extra security of knowing we're not going to fall out or that there's not going to be any spillage, and that you're covered how you want to be. So that's got a really nice strap to it. Lovely detail on the back and the most fabulous train. I can't show you the trains because I just haven't got enough room, but all of my dresses are on my website, www.platinumbridalboutique.co. Oh, as if by magic. So all of my dresses are listed. For wanting a full lace, we've got this beautiful fit and flare, full shoulder sleeves, lovely neckline on this. And again, we've got some see-through lace on the back. So you've got coverage without it being too mature, but a really lovely shape. I love that one. I think it looks amazing. And with a nice sparkly belt. And again, I'm back to my sparkles. So we have a lovely waterfall type gown. So this has got a lovely ruched bodice, lovely belt. And then we have the tiered skirt. And it is sparkly. Again, you won't be able to pick it up, I don't think, on the camera. But it's much more subtle than the other one. But it is very sparkly. You can't see. Anyway, when my brides come to see me, they can see just how sparkly it is and just what they're going to look like in them, because they are stunning. The quality, amazing. I'm really, really impressed with how well they're made and how nice the fabrics are, which when you're paying £550 for a brand new dress, you're going to have reservations as to whether there's something wrong with it or that the fabrics are cheap or that they're going to be stiff, and they're not. The glittery one isn't the most flowy of dresses, but it's still a beautifully made piece of clothing, and yeah, princess all the way. I have a T-length as well. Again, this is one that I had made for me. I took a top from another one, I took the skirt from one, and I've had this made. So it's a very elegant dress. Little bit of sequin detail on there with the lace, but again, a really well made piece of clothing. That one's £450 because we're all that little bit shorter. So what else do I do? Accessories, veils, tiaras. I've got headpieces, vines. I've got a little bit of jewellery in. So because I always say I'm going to wear a tiara, and I never do. And it's going to go on all wonky now because I'm trying to do it without looking properly. There we go. There's my tiara. Grant, I'll post you one so you can wear one next time because I know you like a tiara. So headbands, tiaras, vines, combs. We've got a variety of different things to accentuate what will be a beautiful dress. We've also got So if you're getting married in the winter or one of the colder months, you might want to think about something to keep you a little bit warmer. So we have an option of a little feather wrap that sits on the shoulders. I love the feather. I just think it's, when it flutters around in the breeze, I love the feather. We've got faux fur. That's a wrap as well. And then we've got a cape, so a slightly higher neckline cape. And then it's got a little fastener at the front, just to give it that little bit of detail. Just to give you an idea of some of the extras that we do. We've also got veils. Anything from the double tier. They're both double tier. One's a really, really long one. This one's got crystals on it, scattered all the way from top to bottom, just to give it that extra bit of sparkle. We all know how the girls love the sparkle. And this one is my best-selling veil. It is a single tier, the most softest of tools, and the most incredible sparkly bottom. So there is sparkles all the way down the veil, but then as you get to the bottom, there's a lot more. So if you've got a slightly plainer skirt, it's a nice sparkly bodice, then you can then highlight a bit of sparkle on your skirt and on your train. No, I didn't do my photo shoot, Elena. I didn't get around to organising it. It's been a pretty hard week for me this week. So photo shoot was put on the back burner for this week, but it will get done at some point. All of the veils are handmade. They're not cheap. I'm not going to pretend that they are, but they're also not as expensive as they could be, given that they are handmade. All of the little diamantes, you can pick what kind of colour, whether you want pearl, whether you want plain crystals, whether you want a little bit of colour in them. They are glued on, so they're very secure. Really just, I have a lot of brides that say they don't want a veil, but then as soon as they put one on, they realise it is legitimately the only time they can wear one. I'm not saying you can't wear one every day to do your washing if you want to, but it just puts that finishing touch to your bridal gown. 95% of people that say they don't want a veil, when they try one on, change their mind. It just finishes off the dress and the outfit to perfection. You don't have to wear one, of course. It is entirely your choice. I do have a few communion dresses in as well. So these are a couple of the little girl dresses I've got. They are white, obviously with them being communion dresses, they do tend to be of white in colour. Flower girls, I can get them in ivory if required. I don't tend to stock very many of them because I'm only a small boutique, so I want to focus on my brides and making sure that they've got everything they need, but I can source them if necessary. I think that's probably about me in terms of showing you things. So I'm based in Wakefield. Stock, when I order bridal gowns, is currently taking, and I still can't quite believe this either, about 2 months, 2 to 3 months, absolute maximum to get dresses in. So if you're getting married this year and you're worrying about being able to find a dress and get one made in time, don't. I've got off the rack dresses, and also we can get them made within that time frame. They can also offer me a rush cut. There would be a slight extra fee on that because it would have to be sent through without the rest of any other orders. So there would be a transport fee from the manufacturers to me as a special order, but we keep that to an absolute minimum. So every piece of bridal gownage, is that a word, is under £600. £600 for a bridal gown. This past 12 months has been so hard on a lot of people, and for a variety of reasons, not everybody has £1,200–1,500 to spend on a dress, and some people don't want to spend that kind of money because they'll only have it on for a few hours, or they can't quite have the big wedding that they were hoping for. So I think under £600 is staggering, especially given the quality of these dresses. I was still so dubious about the price point and the quality, but please be rest assured the quality on these dresses is fantastic. I will be at the Leeds Armouries event, and which I'm so looking forward to. It was mega busy last time we were there, and I think we had a constant queue of brides waiting to try dresses on to take away with them on the day. So if you are wanting to purchase a dress on the day, you're more than welcome to. We will be offering, because our dresses are of such a fantastic value already, it's unlikely they'll be coming down much in price. But as I say, excuse me, that's because they are already a fab price. However, for anybody that buys their dress and takes it away with them on the day, then I will be offering a small discount from the purchase price. If you're wanting me to store it for you, then I'm more than happy to, and I can do that. But there wouldn't be that discount from the price on the day. So if you can make it to the Leeds Armouries, I advise you go, because it is the most fantastic event. Massive amount of suppliers there. If you don't plan your entire wedding at that event, I would be so very surprised. There will be the catwalk as well, and of course you can win the Louboutins. I mean, who doesn't want a pair of Louboutins? I do, but I'm not allowed to thanks, Elena. I'm not allowed to join in and win the Louboutins. So yeah, but I will still have a fab day, and I get to meet lots and lots of new brides. So it's always a fab day for me as well. So hopefully I will see some of you there. If you do want to make an appointment, I have my Facebook page. I'm on Instagram. I am on email. There's a website. I can do WhatsApp. I can do Messenger. I can talk on the telephone as well. So if you want to make an appointment, please just drop me a message, give me a ring, however you want to do it, and we can get you booked in and get you finding a fabulous dress at a fabulous price. And I will see you on Tuesday, Jade. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everybody. Take care.
Hi everybody, it's Tracy from Stylish Settings. I'm a venue dresser based in Doncaster. I can offer anything for a special occasion, weddings, christening, to dress your venue and transform it into the venue of your dreams. So that includes table arrangements, chair coverings, sashes, gorgeous backdrops, bespoke things, ideal for yourselves. So I'm just going to go through a few different things today that I've got set up in my summer house, just so you can get a bit of a taster for what it is that I do. I do have a website, which is stylish-settings.com. I'm also available to contact through Instagram, Facebook page, telephone. All my details are on there on my website and my Facebook page. So if you have any questions, any queries, by all means, just give me a shout. Everything today that you see can be bespoke to the couple, to the occasion. It can be in different colours. So I'm just giving you a little bit of a taster of what I've got set up at the moment. So I'm just going to start with backdrops. Now, because I am in my summer shed, I'm just going to turn my camera around. Because I'm in my summer house, I can only give you an idea of what things can look like, because obviously we have to improvise a little bit. But these are some gorgeous velvet drapes that I have currently displaying in cream. So these are 3 meters in length long. So they make an absolutely stunning backdrop for any special occasion if you didn't want the twinkle backdrop, or you can have it with the twinkle backdrop. I have tried to make a little twinkle backdrop at the back just to give you an idea what it would look like, but obviously in reality it would look much better than that. That's just to give you a little bit of an idea with the lights behind it. So like I said, this is the cream one that's being displayed, and I've just gathered it with some cream roses there, and then we've got the one here which is like a gold brownie colour, and we've just displayed that with the red roses there. So like I say, they are 3 meters in length, make a stunning alternative backdrop if you don't want the twinkle backdrop. and they look gorgeous behind any top table or any big wall. Along the top here, I've just put some red roses on a garland. Now, I haven't displayed this with twinkle lights, but it can be with twinkle lights across the top of the garland. The garland, like I said, is in red roses, but you can have it in cream. You can have all foliage. You can have whatever flower you like. You know, if you have a particular flower in mind for your wedding, then, like I say, we can make them bespoke to you. Another stunning backdrop we've got here is my flower wall. So this is available as you can see, and it's pink and cream roses, and it's also displayed with foliage and gorgeous phalaenopsis lilies, which are here. Orchids, sorry, not lilies. So yeah, that is about 3 meters. No, sorry, 2.5 meters wide. Makes a gorgeous photo opportunity if you wanted to stand in front of that at any special occasion, a wedding, any christening, baby shower, celebration parties, milestone parties, anything like that. Just makes a gorgeous backdrop for any photographs. So that's them there. Like I said, I have improvised a little bit with this twinkle backdrop, but we do have like a 6 meter twinkle backdrop, which is far too large to go into my summer house. But yeah, we have got a gorgeous white 6 meter curtain, and it has like twinkle lights like you see there, which can be displayed depending on what you want. You can have them twinkling, you could have them just staying so they don't twinkle. Again, that looks gorgeous at the back of a top table, and it's white in colour, much with voile on the front, much nicer than you can see there, obviously, because this is just my makeshift one. Just going on to the chair coverings. Now, I have displayed this week in all blue polka dot, which is quite striking there. So I've just got 3 in at the moment, just to show you what they would look like on a table. These are available in various colours and various materials. So we've got lace, we have chiffon, we have satin, we have hessian, we have all sorts of different colours and things. So these are the bows. Like I say, these are just displayed here today on the white covers. So this white latex covers. The covers themselves can come in various colours. So I have black, red, anything if you wanted to, you know, change from the white. There are also ones that we've got covered in roses, which I'll display on another day. But yeah, they're just the white ones there. And we also have some stunning brooches that we can put in the middle of them. These are just a small variety of ones. So we've got like a vintage heart here, a butterfly, a pearl one with some diamantes one, and just like a buckle there. So that just makes a nice addition to any sash that's on a chair. So just going on to my table here, I'm just displaying a few different table arrangements. These are a small amount of what I can do, just to give people an idea of what's available. So this is like a gold square stand that can be nice on a top table or any table. And that comes with roses and pearls at the moment with hydrangeas. Again, these can be bespoke to the occasion or to the theme. So it can be in any colour, could be all foliage with diamantes. It could be anything, you know, have in your mind. Then we've got a large martini glass here, which is just displayed with the blue stones and the orchids at the top and twinkly lights. And that's quite a large one. That is available in smaller glass as well. That's just a bouquet, a posy of white roses with some diamantes. So yeah, that martini glass is displayed, like I say, in blue, just to match the blue glitter table runner that you can see there. At the back here, these are just a couple of vases and things that we've got in our collection. Like I say, this is a very small amount of things that you can see that was available from us. Alternative to flowers, if you didn't want flowers, we have a gorgeous candelabra here. Again, this is quite a large one. They do come in smaller sizes, and this is just displayed with gorgeous diamante crystals hanging from there with cream white candles, but again, they can be changed. Okay. Everything else on here you can see. This is just a small variety of some of the confetti that we offer. So this is like a pink and gold glitter with some diamante hearts and discs. And then we've got some pearl like diamantes. These are like, I've got a gold tint to them, but they're available in white, blues, different colours, pinks. So that's them. Alternative to flowers, if you wanted to save the planet or you wanted something a little bit different, we have these paper flowers, which would look gorgeous, you know, hanging from different places within a venue. This is a smaller one. And then we've got a large one here, available in different colours, but just something a little bit alternative for your wedding day or for a christening or anything. It would look nice in like a garden display. So if you wanted something like a festival theme, they would look nice there. This is one of my best sellers. This is a gorgeous blossom tree, tabletop blossom tree. Absolutely stunning. Really doesn't do it any justice when you can see it here. But it stands probably about 1.5 meters tall. So your guests can still speak to each other underneath it. But it makes a stunning display. We can, you know, make additions to that. We can put twinkly lights on it. We can put something around the base, diamantes around it, anything. But it makes a stunning display in a good venue. And then we've got like a pink pom-pom here. This is just roses, fake roses, so artificial roses, and they can come in various colours. And again, that's something, a nice addition to hang from different parts of the venue. And at the back, I'm not sure you can really see it because of my tree. I've just got like a little pink drape there with some pink roses. Again, that's just like a backdrop, but it's just different to give you a different idea of what can be done. It's just not the ordinary thing that you see from most suppliers. I'm open to ideas. I am a florist by trade, so I can do almost anything that you have in mind. Something a little alternative again is this palette that I've just put Love, Laughter and Happily Ever After on it. Now that can be bespoke to the couple. You can put the couple's name on there. You can put the order of service on there. I've just displayed it with some white cream roses and some foliage, but again, they can be changed. That's just something different. Again, would look good in a outdoor setting. It could say welcome to our guests and your names and dates and things on there. So that's just something else. And just going on to here, we've just got some accessories. So we have our bride and groom tabs that can be stuck on the bit at the back of the bride and groom displayed on the chair, or we can put them on the top table. Another alternative arrangement is this little glass stand here. We've got 2 roses and we've got floating candles displayed in water with some pearls. Now that is again something that can be changed. We can have all floating candles if the venue permits it, or we could have different coloured roses or even a different flower. And finally, this is just the memory tree, what I call a memory tree. A lot of people ask me about incorporating loved ones that have passed away into their special day. And so what we do is we offer these little gorgeous brass frames, and we put pictures of their loved ones in here that can be placed on the top table or cake table somewhere around the venue. They are available in different colours. That's displayed in white today, but they are available in gold, silver. And we also have the glass baubles. These make an attractive addition to any venue as well. So these are displayed with the little orchids in there, but they can again have little candle tea lights in there, or alternative flowers. So that's just something different from there. Okay, so I'm just going to sit back down again and just turn my camera back around. So guys, that's all I've got to show you today. I am at Tankersley Manor in June, and we'll be seeing some of you there, and hopefully in some of the forthcoming events as well. Like I say, what you have seen is just a small snippet of things. The polka dot sashes are absolutely stunning and would make a gorgeous addition to any venue. But like I say, those sashes are available in different colours and different designs. So if you have any questions, by all means, get in contact with me. I'm available on Facebook. I've got my website. It gives you some idea of some of the things that can be done if you see anything in a book, magazine, anything, or online, and you need to ask me about it, or you'd like it in an alternative colour or something, by all means, get in touch and I'll tell you if it's available or if something I can help you with. So thank you for joining me today. Sun's trying to get out, so hopefully we'll see some more of the nice weather, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everybody. And hopefully we'll see you sometime in the future. Thanks, guys.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jill Matthews, Not Just Travel, and today I'm going to be talking to you, of course, about honeymoons. So I've got some slides this week. So planning your honeymoon has got to be the most exciting part of planning your wedding. Apart from the big day, it's the most exciting thing that you'll do, and it's the perfect chance to relax after months and in some cases years of planning your big day. If you stay around till the end of the presentation, I'm going to talk to you about a unique service that I offer people who book their honeymoons, where you can get it paid for. So why book with me? So I'm a personal travel consultant, and I'm going to create your perfect honeymoon. From your initial inquiry right up until you land back home, I will be your one point of contact. So you get a truly personal service, something that you wouldn't get if you booked online. I'm going to save you time as well. On average, people spend around about 8 hours looking for a holiday, possibly a lot longer for a honeymoon. And we'll have a chat. I'll find out what your perfect honeymoon looks like. And if you need some inspiration, I can give you some ideas. I'll put some options together for you. And once you're happy with everything, I'll book it. And then all you have to do is look forward to it. I'm part of the Hayes Travel buying group, so I'm able to offer incredible choice and value, and I work with many trade-only suppliers as well, so I've got exclusive deals that you will not find in a brochure or online. I offer low deposits and, more importantly, flexible booking conditions, allowing you to cancel or amend free of charge up to around about 50 days before departure. And that gives you peace of mind, which is so important in the current climate, that your money is safe. I'm also a member of ABTA, which is so important. You can book your package holidays with me. So now we're going to dive in, and I'm going to show you some lovely places that you might want to consider for your honeymoon. So the first stop is the Maldives. It is the most popular destination for honeymoons, and you can see why. Beautiful blue sky, blue sea, white sand. So it's no surprise it's so popular for honeymoons and people looking for a holiday of a lifetime. So the Maldives is a chain of 1,190 coral islands in the Indian Ocean. So you're looking at a 12-hour flight, and they're 4 hours ahead. So you fly into Malé, which is the capital of the Maldives. And from there, you'll transfer to your resort by seaplane, speedboat, or even a domestic flight, depending on the location. So there are 150 of those islands have a tourist resort, and there's a limit to one resort per island. So you're going to get a level of privacy and exclusivity that you don't get in many other places. Only staff and guests are allowed on the island. So each island offers something different, and I'll make sure that the one we pick is right for you. There are adult-only resorts, there's barefoot rustic type resorts, and although you might not immediately think of the Maldives as a family destination, it absolutely is. There are resorts really geared up with lots of activities to keep the kids entertained. Now, one of the big draws of the Maldives is the fabulous snorkeling and diving. So if that's high on your list, I'll recommend a resort that's got a superb house reef. So a house reef is accessible from the beach, so you don't have to go out in a boat to explore underwater. So the bright blue in this gorgeous, gorgeous photograph is what they call the lagoon area. So that's nice and shallow and warm, perfect for swimming. And then the deep blue is the drop off to deeper water. This is where you grab your snorkeling gear, swim out, and then swim along the wall, and it will be absolutely teeming with marine life. If you're a keen diver, there are certain areas that you can go and dive with manta rays and whale sharks. And if you want to learn to dive, most resorts will have a PADI instructor there, so you can learn to dive while you're on your honeymoon. If you're into your water sports, you're spoiled for choice. Some resorts have more variety than others. Even if you like surfing, there are certain areas at certain times of year where there's a break where you can actually do some surfing. But when you want to just chill out and relax, one of the nicest things for honeymooners to do is go out and have a picnic on one of the sandbanks. So you take a boat, a case of beer and some food and enjoy total privacy, apart from what you want to share to your Instagram followers. So one thing to point out about the Maldives is, unless you're having an Islamic wedding, you can't get married in the Maldives. You can, however, have a renewal of vows. So you could do the legal ceremony in the UK and then go out to the Maldives and have a beautiful renewal of vows ceremony. Now, if you don't fancy going diving and seeing the fish that way, there are some resorts that now have underwater restaurants, so you can sit and enjoy a lovely meal and watch all the marine life as it's swimming by. Or you could even stay in an underwater room. For a really unique experience, however, you could spend a night in a bubble lodge. These are out on the sandbars, so very, very private, and with so little light pollution in the Maldives, it's the perfect place to do a little bit of stargazing. I can see some comments in. I will come back to them at the end, I promise. So there's so many options for the Maldives, and I would recommend the perfect resort for you, depending on what you want to do when you get there, what your budget is and what type of accommodation you're looking for. It is hot and sunny all year round, and they don't have a specific rainy season. If it does rain, it tends to be heavy, short shower, and then the sun is back out again. You can also go to Sri Lanka and Maldives as a twin centre, because it's only about an hour's flight between. And just to let you know, this week I've got a really good 10-night offer for All-Inclusive Plus in September 2023. And that's $2,699 per person, which is a really good price for the all-inclusive option. And you can book that for £150 deposit, and then you can just set up a direct debit and pay it monthly right up to 6 weeks before. So if you're getting married September-ish 2023, let me know, because that's a really good offer. And that comes with a peace of mind guarantee, where you can cancel or amend up to 50 days before departure. Now, if you don't want to go and sit on a beach and you want something a little bit more action-packed, I can 100% recommend Las Vegas. It's a 10-hour flight to Vegas, and they're about 8 hours behind. Set off in the morning from the UK and you arrive just after lunch, so it's really good. It's an all year round destination, with the summer months being extremely hot. How long should I go for is a question I get asked quite a lot, and I just say, how long have you got? You can do 3 nights in Vegas, you could do 2 weeks in Vegas. There is so much to do, but one thing's for sure is you will leave wanting more. It's really popular with hen and stag parties as well. Now, it is one of my personal favourites. I got married in Las Vegas, flying down the strip in a helicopter, as you do. And it's just the most amazing place. It just really absolutely wowed us when we were there. And it's not just about casinos. I'm not a gambler. That's why a lot of people go. But there's so much to do. You can go to some really cool pool parties. They have big shows, nightclubs with top DJs, shopping, lots of shopping. You can even take a trip to the Grand Canyon in a helicopter in the morning and be back at the pool for lunchtime. And hang out with Elvis as well, which is what we did when we were there. So the Las Vegas has got 2 areas, really. You've got the Las Vegas Strip and then downtown. This is one of my favourite areas. You'll recognise the casinos when you're there from films. You can this is Fremont Street, and you can zip line all the way down Fremont Street. You can go to the Mob Museum. They have a speakeasy in the basement. You've got to get a password to get in, and you go in and you drink moonshine. The Golden Nugget has got a pool with a a slide that goes through a shark tank. You can have your photograph taken with $1 million. Visit the porn star shop if you watch that on TV. There's so much to do. And then back on the strip, you end up just walking up and down looking at all these just amazing hotels. They are huge, some of them. This is Hotel New York, New York, and it has a roller coaster that goes outside and inside the hotel, and it's a proper bone shaker, that one. You can see the Eiffel Tower at the Paris Hotel, go on a gondola ride down the Grand Canal at the Venetian. So you feel like you're going round the world when you're on the Las Vegas Strip. And then the iconic Bellagio fountains, which are just amazing. And you'll recognise this when you're standing watching them from the final scene on Ocean's 11. So that's Las Vegas. Caribbean is really popular, probably second only to the Maldives for honeymoons. It's 9 or a 10-hour flight, 4 hours behind, and you've got 28 island nations to choose from. Now, the best time to visit is between December and April, but many of the islands have good weather throughout the year as well. So that's a conversation we could have depending on what time of year you want to visit. Sandals is a great choice for honeymooners because all their resorts are adult only, luxury, all-inclusive, and they've got 15 resorts throughout the Caribbean, in Jamaica, the Bahamas, Grenada, Barbados, Antigua and St. Lucia, and each one's on a stunning beachfront. If you are thinking of saying I do in the Caribbean, if you stay 3 nights at a Sandals resort, they will gift your wedding. So that includes the stunning stunning ceremony venue, flowers, music, a cake to cut, and lots more. And the more guests you take, the more they will include. Now, cruises are getting more popular. I'm getting quite a lot of inquiries for cruises for honeymooners. And the beauty of a cruise is you can see lots of destinations, but you only have to unpack once because you wake up in a different place every single day. They're full board. There's lots of entertainment on board. They generally have spas and pools, so they are a fantastic choice. If you've never cruised before, or if you're unsure whether it's for you, 13 cruise lines are actually doing UK short sailings this summer. So it's a really good opportunity to just get an experience of what it's like to be on a cruise ship. Now, this gorgeous ship that's on the slide is Scarlet Lady. She's part of the Virgin Voyages fleet. And she's going to be sailing from Portsmouth in August, offering 3 and 4 night sailings from £499 per person. And that's in a sea terrace cabin. And the sea terraces have a really cool hammock out there, so you can go and chill and just watch the world go by. They also have Valiant Lady, who sails from Barcelona doing the Med itineraries. And Resilient Lady will set sail from Piraeus in Greece in summer 2022, going around all the Greek islands. Now, these are very, very cool sailings. I am a little bit in love with Virgin Voyages, actually. They're perfect for honeymoons. They include a lot of late stays in port and overnights in port as well. So the one I'm going on, we get an overnight in Monte Carlo, which will be really cool because it's just before the Grand Prix, so we'll be celebrity spotting there. They have their own private island in Bimini in the Bahamas. I could talk for hours about Virgin Voyages and I won't, but do give me a ring if it's something you think you might be interested in. Now, if you're taking the kids, then you want to be looking at something like Royal Caribbean, Anthem of the Seas, because that is a resort in itself. It's a destination. So much to do on board: go-karting, water parks, skating, indoor skydiving. The list is endless. So they can go off to the kids' clubs and you can chill out and relax. Choice of honeymoon is endless, and I've only had time to sort of talk about a few different destinations. Excuse me. I can arrange any type of honeymoon that you're looking for. I'll give you advice on the current travel restrictions, and so you're in very capable hands with me as your personal travel consultant. Now, I did mention at the beginning there's a way you can get your honeymoon paid for, and that's our honeymoon gift list. So if you book your honeymoon with me, you get your very own web page with your own login details, which you can share with your wedding guests, and they can then contribute towards your honeymoon rather than getting lots of toasters and crystal vases and things that maybe you don't want. You keep a track of how much you've got in the pot. If there's too much, you can either get that refunded as spending money or put it towards your next holiday. So that's a really good option to get your honeymoon paid for. And I just wanted to finish off with where are we now in terms of travel. So we're eagerly awaiting the 10th of May, when hopefully Boris will give us 1 week's notice that travel will resume on the 17th of May. And before that, the much anticipated date is either the 6th or the 7th of May, when we will know which countries are on these traffic light lists. We're expecting around about 30 countries to be on the green list, and they'll include, we hope, places like Barbados, Seychelles, Maldives, Antigua, and some European countries as well. And very exciting, we're hoping the USA will go green before the beginning of July. So do get in touch if you've got anything, if you're getting married this year but are unsure of what you can do. Don't write off 2021 as an opportunity to travel. I think we will. Get in touch with me. I'm here just if you just need some help and advice. I'm here obviously to help plan your honeymoon as well. And this is how you can get in touch with me. Obviously, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm at the end of the phone. You can WhatsApp me, however you want to do it. Please mention Wedding Fayres Yorkshire if you do get in touch. So I'm here to help you plan your honeymoon, your hen, your stag, and your holidays. So let your friends know. I am based in Leeds, and hopefully I will see people at an actual wedding fair soon. I am booked on one in October, but hopefully I'll get to meet some of you before that. So thank you to Wedding Fayres Yorkshire for organising this and supporting me right through lockdown. You guys have been amazing, and I hope you all enjoyed the rest of the show. Bye.
Good afternoon. Hello. Welcome to this part of the wedding fair, which is all about me, Steph White Photography. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it's a beautiful sunny day out there, but I think hopefully the sunny weather's all getting us excited and looking forward to all the wedding planning and everything that's going to be going ahead. So a big thank you to Wedding Fayres Yorkshire for having me. It's always a privilege. So yeah, I would like to first congratulate all you gorgeous brides and grooms who are planning your weddings. I know it's been a really hectic and bonkers sort of 12 months, and it's I think that it's been a challenging time for everyone, and yeah. You've all done an amazing job, and the amount of people that have had to, you sort of changing your plans left, right, and centre. Just hang on in there. Hopefully, we are coming through to the other side now. So yeah, congratulations anyway. So I'm Steph White of Steph White Photography. I've got a little confession to make at the moment because I've got a logo over here. Ta-da! Which is I'm in the middle of a rebrand at the moment. So if you have followed me on my Instagram, on my Facebook, or even TikTok, which I have I think 3 followers now, which is exciting. If you do have followed me, you'll see all different brandings, but my website is still with the green and the grey. So we're in a bit of an interim period, but don't worry, if it's Steph White Photography, it is me. I'm a Leeds-based wedding photographer. And I'm based in Horsforth, and I've been shooting weddings for, it will be my 10-year anniversary December this year, so quite a milestone. And I probably should do something to celebrate the big 1-0. So now with wedding photography, what you really want to see is you want to see my work, right? Because I can talk till the cows come home. And yeah, so I think in the past when I've done these fairs, I've had a few, well, it's basically been user error, but this time we're going to go for it. And I'm fingers crossed my slideshow is going to work and you'll be able to get a good idea of my style of photography as I chat to you at the same time. So let's go for it. Just talk amongst yourselves for 2 seconds while I try and not break the system. So we could do with a test card if it all goes a little bit wrong. So if I hit share, okay, and I'm going to hit play now. So hopefully you can see that. Oh, you could see that. This is going well. Yeah. Okay, let me just, I'll talk and I'll try and do it at the same time. So yeah, so I'm a natural sort of documentary photographer, and I don't like to get under your feet so much during the day. So you won't see me. Bear with me. Okay, I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see my split screen at all with my video. I think that's working now. Fantastic. We're on. So yeah, my style of working is very, very much. I don't like to get under your feet. I have a motto where I don't want you to remember. I don't want you to remember me as your photographer, as that sounds bizarre. Like, your day is about your wedding. It's all about you guys having a great time. And I don't want you to be thinking, oh my goodness, I had this bossy photographer telling me to do this, do that all throughout the day. So I'm there, but I'm not getting under your feet anywhere in any way whatsoever, hopefully. So I think you can probably hopefully get an idea of my style from the photos that you're seeing. So as I say, I've been a wedding photographer for nearly 10 years now, and I've done full day weddings. I've done from bridal prep or groom prep right through to like dancing in the evening. And while I still do love a full day, I absolutely love the energy and the passion. You know, just the funness that is a wedding day. In the last couple of years, I've sort of taken a little step back, and I'm still offering a few weddings a year that I will be doing full days, but just from personal and sort of family commitments, I will be reducing the amount of the full day weddings that I will be taking on per year. But do get in touch if you're still wanting the full shebang, as it were. But going forward, my plan and where I'm going to be focusing is going to be on sort of micro weddings and smaller, more intimate weddings. And I think that I was very lucky enough to do a few weddings last year that were, you know, during the pandemic, and some of the smaller, really intimate micro weddings I attended were absolutely so beautiful. And it brings back down to like the basic, you know, what really is a wedding about. It's about two people sharing their love for each other and, you know, having a brilliant day. So yeah, if you are, absolutely, I will. My diary is open to a limited number of full day weddings per year. But on the whole, you know, I'm going to be selecting specialising, should I say, on sort of micro, intimate, smaller weddings. So if you've got any questions, I would love to sort of answer them as we go along. But I thought I'd sort of go into the kind of like the packages and the things that I offer. Whether you're planning a full like 10-hour day or a smaller 2-hour ceremony and, you know, photographs afterwards, every one of my couples, they receive your photographs on an online gallery. So it's all password protected, and you can download your high resolution, fully edited, all ready to go photographs directly from the gallery. And you can share that link with your friends and family. The gallery itself also doubles up as a online cloud storage for your photographs. So if anything, touch wood, did go wrong, you've always got that the backup plan and insurance of having your photographs saved in the cloud as well. You can arrange. I do have an online store in there, and you can arrange prints. Again, the photographs behind me are sort of examples of the range of prints and things that I do offer. But you can buy those directly from your online gallery. And I also offer printed product as well. And this is my trusty my trusty sample album, which I've noticed that I've been very colour coordinated with my nails today. That was completely intentional, of course. And again, you don't really get a good feel for what the albums look like on here. But this is an example of one of my fine art albums, like top quality prints and papers that are used in there. So I've just got a question: how long do the photographs stay on the gallery, on the online cloud for? So yeah, with all intentions, they stay up there indefinitely. So I have I pay for unlimited storage. So they will be in the cloud for forever, unless there's a problem with the cloud, which it doesn't matter anyway, because I back things up on hard drives. So you should hopefully, touch wood, always have an online option so if anything did happen to your, if you downloaded your pictures externally, into your personal hard drive, they will always be in the cloud there for you. So yeah, as I say, the prints and the albums and things, they are all available to purchase at any point during the, if you say in the booking stage. So I was speaking to a couple yesterday, and they were like, oh, actually, I think I would quite like one of the albums. But so you can book on booking stage, or it could be 2 or 3 years after your wedding, and you might get in touch and need like an album doing, and that's absolutely fine. So the micro weddings that I'm specialising in, I've kind of got two options for coverage. Obviously, at the moment, until the 17th of May, at least, we are restricted on numbers for weddings, and also where the ceremonies and things, receptions can take place. So I have done a couple of weddings that have literally been, I've arrived, say, half an hour before your wedding, to get photographs of guests arriving and that sort of thing. And then ceremony coverage, and then some nice photographs outside, weather permitting, hopefully. So that's like a really, really short, sort of probably 2 to 3 hour coverage. So that's kind of like my basic package, as it were. But if you're wanting something a bit longer, I can. So again, with sort of still under like the micro or the smaller wedding umbrella, I stay till sort of speeches. So you get your ceremony, and you get photographs afterwards. Like if you're wanting some group shots and lovely portraits, like in the example shown, and also your wedding breakfast up to and including your speeches, and maybe like your cake chop and that sort of thing. Because of COVID and other things, I am putting bridal prep at the moment, just as a bit of an add-on. So if I am taking a few like sort of last-minute bookings for weddings, because you just want to get married. But at the moment, until sort of restrictions are lifted, I am sort of saying to people, I can come and do bridal prep, but I appreciate you've probably got quite a lot going on if you've got your makeup artist and your hairdresser. So I'm doing sort of bridal prep or groom prep as an added extra at the moment, and something that we can sort of tailor into the pricing and things like that. In terms of where I'm located, so I'm in Horsforth in Leeds. Again, I generally work at sort of fairly close to home, but like within Yorkshire. Like North Yorkshire is really not too far away from me, and if like for the full day longer weddings, sort of within Yorkshire is totally normal for me. Probably if you're only wanting maybe 2 to 3 hours coverage, it might be thinking actually, somewhere a little bit more local to home, sort of Leeds area, within sort of half an hour, 40 minutes is kind of my radius, as it were for those. If you would love to, I'm at the moment, I'm doing kind of all my bookings, all my meetings online on Zoom, or over the phone. And if you would love to find out more about me and my style and how we can work together, I do have a booking system on my website, which is stephwhite.co.uk, and you can book a no obligation natter with me on Zoom, and I can ramble on a bit like this, but it's a little bit more two-way, and hopefully answer any questions that you guys have got. And so yeah, so I'm still doing that at the moment up until restrictions ease. I do have a home office here in Horsforth, just next door to where I'm situated now, and pre-pandemic I'd say come over, we'll have a brew, we'll have some biscuits, and we'll have a natter, but just for the time being I'm kind of keeping sort of meetings in the virtual realm, as it were. But if you do decide that you like to go on and book, I'll do a little happy dance and all good. But I take a 25% booking fee as your deposit, and that ensures that I'm taken off the market for the day. I'm all yours. We're all set. And there are a couple of like an online form, like with basic details of your running order and things of the day, that sort of thing, and your contract, of course. And then you're all set, and you know, I stay in touch with you in the months and weeks leading up to your wedding, and arrange another catch up and kind of go through all your timings and things for the day properly. And your final balance is due at sort of 1 month ahead of your wedding. I appreciate oh my goodness, it's 12 minutes past. I've only got a couple of more minutes, but I know that there's obviously quite a lot of things up in the air around COVID, and people having to change things over and stuff like that. So I'm being as flexible as I can. I'm saying that to all my couples that you know, if things do need to change at the last minute, just, you know, get in touch with me. We can work together if you need to change your wedding date. And obviously, I know it can be really complicated, can't it, when you're trying to organise all your different suppliers and things like that. But I'm just saying to people, you know, let's work together to try and you know, to try and accommodate and do the best that we can. So how much advance do we need to book? And again, it is simply, I work on a first come first serve basis, so it can be one of they are like buses of weddings bookings. So you can have nothing for like 2 weeks, and then suddenly, you know, you're sort of back to back. And so I just say the sooner the better. The sooner you get your deposits paid and contracts signed, you're in the diary, and I am not going anywhere. I would love if you would like to follow me on all the social media channels. So you can find me on Facebook, Steph White Photography. You can find me on Instagram, again, Steph White Photography. And I am new to TikTok, and I'm blaming probably Grant for encouraging ridiculous videos to be made, which, you know, my massive following of 3 people are getting seen across the world. So so come, you know, if you're bored and you really want to have a laugh, you can see me make a fool of myself quite regularly on well, I'm actually using Instagram Reels, which is TikTok, Instagram's equivalent of TikTok, a little bit more. So so yeah, you can see sort of behind the scenes of my work and what I get up to in my spare time, if that's kind of your thing. but yeah, I would just like to finish by saying thank you so much for listening to me babble on, and I would absolutely love it if you could get in touch, and we'll have a chat further about your wedding. And yeah, congratulations. And so yeah, my website again is stephwhite.co.uk, and look out soon for the rebrand, because I'm getting rid of my green and grey logos, and I'll be going all yellow and grey as well. So look out for the changes. It's been a pleasure, and thank you very much. Take care.
Good afternoon, everybody. Are you getting married soon? Are you looking for your wedding rings? Are you looking for other suppliers to do with the wedding industry? Dresses, cakes? If so, please like Wedding Fayres Yorkshire Facebook page, and you'll be able to come and visit the live virtual wedding fairs until we can start the new ones up. I'm going to turn this around so I can say hello to you personally. I'm Sarah, owner of Kingston Jewellers in Barnsley. We've been here 40 years, specialising in engagement and wedding rings, all sorts of jewellery, jewellery repairs. But obviously today I'm going to tell you a little bit about wedding rings and hopefully answer a few questions that you might have as well. You can contact me while the wedding fair is going on, and I can reply to any questions you might have. So that's the outside of our shop there, and you've got our address and contact details, or you can like our Facebook page, Kingston Jewellers Barnsley, and learn a lot more information there. Right, I'm going to tell you a little bit about gents' wedding rings, ladies' diamond wedding rings, including shaped wedding rings, and also the traditional wedding rings, which are the plain ones. But I think I'm going to start today with the diamond wedding rings for ladies. And what I'd say to you is ring and make an appointment on 01226 770 878. I have a few appointments already booked in, and we can give you our undivided attention. All these wedding rings are made bespoke for you. And if you have an engagement ring, please wear it when you come in, because obviously you need to see how it sits next to these beautiful wedding rings. And if you've got an unusual shaped one, we can help you there. We have plenty of shaped wedding rings. We make them in all metals, as you can see, in 9 and 18 carat, white, yellow or rose gold, palladium or platinum. And here's a few in yellow gold. It's nice to see the difference in the colour. And then the half eternity diamond ones do tend to be the most popular, especially when you've got a plain solitaire, which is your traditional engagement ring. And we've got them slightly wider ones there. It's nice to see all the different styles. And then some shaped. And then some more in yellow gold, some vintage at the top there. And then claw set down the bottom. That's a 1 carat 2 row down the bottom at $13.50. And then we've got it in white gold. And again, when they're made in platinum, they will look just like the white gold, obviously, but it'd be a slightly different metal. Platinum doesn't need re-whitening like white gold, but we do re-whitening. We do a lot of re-whitening, which is called rhodium plating. We charge £25, and it makes your ring looking like new. These new 3 row are new in, they're lovely. Bridal sets as well. You might not have your engagement ring. We have plenty of engagement rings in the store. Many have 30% off at the moment, so you could get your engagement ring and your wedding ring together if you wish. I'm going to go back to the main tray because these are our most popular ones. They're the channel set in all different widths. So this is the same style but in different widths, depending on what sort of thickness you want. So those ones were for the round brilliant cut stones, but you might have a square princess cut stone. So these are your square princess cut, so it can match your engagement ring. And then you've got the round baguette channel. So if you've got an emerald cut ring, these would go nice because you've got your baguette, which is like an emerald cut, interspersed with your round diamonds. And these have got a little mill grain, which is like a bobbly edge on the outside of the wedding ring, and I think it makes them look quite vintage. And then that's a slightly different setting called a French pavé. You've got your 2 row there, and then you've got also a claw setting. A lot of solitaires are set in claw settings, so this style here, the mini claw, would match your engagement ring. Then we've got some different styles down here, different widths if you want a wider one set with diamonds, a plaited one, and then we've got some shaped ones there, which leads me on to my shaped trays. We've got some in yellow gold here. So if you come in with your engagement ring, a lot of ladies say, I cannot find a wedding ring to fit around my engagement ring. I don't think we've ever turned anybody away not being able to do that for them, because if you can't find one from our lovely selection here, we can have one made and designed for you by CAD Design that will snugly fit with your ring. Now, people are often asked me, how long is it should I come and look for wedding rings before I get married? We have various times. Some brides come in, we've had some brides come in 3 years before, 2 years before, 1 year before. But if you're sort of leaving it, an ideal time would be 6 months to a year before, because then what you can do, if there's one that you like, you can put a 10% deposit down and do monthly payments, either in store or over the phone. And we find that's very popular, spreading your costs. I'm now going to go on to the gents' wedding rings. These are a new selection that we have in here. Whenever I speak to a prospective groom, They usually say, I'm not used to wearing rings, I don't think I'll ever get used to them. And when they try them on, they say, I don't want anything too tight. But you find once we've measured your finger, and most of these rings are a court style, so they're called a comfort fit. So they're rounded on the insides, so they're very comfortable on. And usually I get gentlemen coming back to me after they're married and they'll say, I don't even notice my wedding rings on. That's an unusual one, like a feather cut. All these prices are silver. So all the prices are 150. And then when you see the rings here, which are 9 carat yellow gold, they're 545. We can have all these made in silver as well. So really it's what your budget is, what you wish to spend, and then obviously the width and the weight decides the price as well. We also do very wide wedding rings, so you've got a 10mm down there, and then we've got some more here. We've got titanium. Now titanium's a lot of gentlemen ask me about titanium. We do sell them, but over the years your finger will change size. Titanium you can only resize up or down one size. So in 10 years time you might not be able to wear your wedding ring. So I usually say, if it was me, I'd go for a gold one because they're very hard wearing. They do need rhodium plating once a year, but that makes them look brand new. Or platinum you could go for, which doesn't need rhodium plating, but that's a little bit dearer. Or silver, which doesn't need it either, and they're 150. Oh, gents cufflinks, got plenty of those in the shop. We can also personalise your ring, so you can choose any ring, any colour, any width. That fingerprint one, we've done a few of those. You've got Roman numerals, some more Roman numerals up there. We've had a Lord of the Rings inscription, we've had personal inscriptions. There is an extra charge depending on how much you have written, of up to £100. We also do engraving inside the wedding ring, and a lot of brides will have the bride's initial followed by the groom's initial and the wedding date, and that costs £20. So that's a nice personal touch. And I always say to the grooms, you won't forget your anniversary because you can look inside your wedding ring. And then we've also got your classic traditional wedding rings. These have come back a lot more popular. It's something our grandparents and great-grandparents used to wear. So we've got the different shapes here. D shape, that's flat in the inside and rounded on the outside. You've got those which are flat on the outside and rounded on the inside, so that's a comfort fit again, I told you about previously. And you've got that slightly rounded on the outside, the soft court, and comfortable on the inside. And then you've got your traditional court, which is more rounded on the outside but also on the inside, so that's a comfort fit. And here it says we only got to 7mm, but we can go wider. The most popular for men, I would say, is the 6mm. And these prices are for 9 carat gold. Again, we can make them in all metals. And then for the ladies, probably about 2.5, 3mm is most popular, but at 2mm we do as well, which is very narrow. We've also got some here which are patterned. That's one of my favourite sets. Nice and sparkly diamond cut. And you've got mill-edged, a few platinum there. And then we've got some yellow gold. There we've got the diamond cut ones again. And then we've got some plain here. As you see, you've got a 9 carat white gold ring there, wedding ring, solid, hallmarked for £190. So we do suit all budgets. We've sold them from that price right upwards. It's your choice. Platinum's becoming more popular for ladies. Nice and hard wearing. Rose gold. We've sold a few of those, rose gold. Oh, and we've got pocket watches on the end. Very popular for the grooms and the best man. I like that one. You've got the skeleton watch there. One that closes and opens. And then a silver one there. Very tiny selection of bridal jewellery. We've got lots of lovely pendants and earrings in silver, Swarovski crystal, Swarovski zirconia, which is imitation diamond, beautiful and sparkling. So if you need some bridal jewellery or for your bridesmaids, and I've shown you the cufflinks. So please come and see us at 24 The Arcade. I'm taking appointments now. Please ring me on 01226 770 878 or contact me Messenger, Facebook, whichever way you like, and I will be gladly able to help you. Thank you very much for listening, and your wedding rings are made with thought and happiness and love. Thank you. Bye.
Afternoon, everybody. I hope you're all well and enjoying this lovely sunny day. Not quite as nice as yesterday, but there you go. My name's Alison and I am owner of Leeds Event Decor and Celebration Balloons and Events. I separated the two just so people don't get confused. A lot of people with the balloons and events thought that I did just balloons and didn't realise that I did a whole lot more besides. So either is fine, but for today I'll work with Leeds Event Decor. So just a quick background about myself and the company. I started it in 2008 my husband's a DJ and we started doing events ourselves just down at the local parish centre. We held lots and lots of party nights and New Year's Eves, and I found that I just thoroughly enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the organisation and just putting everything together. And I just then I got into balloons. So that's kind of 12 years ago. I've taken exams as a balloon artist. I'm a certified balloon artist. I've competed in America for Team GB with balloons. And then just through the demands of customers, really, they'd say, do you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this with the balloons? And then I saw just the beautiful decor that was out there for weddings and just kind of started heading in that direction. Over lockdown, I have to say, if anybody goes on either of my sites, then you'll find mostly balloons, because I've been so busy over the past, fortunately, it's just been brilliant. Really busy with the balloons over the last 4 months or so, because people still wanted to celebrate birthdays and found that balloons were a fabulous way to do it. So as I say, if you go on either website at the minute, that's all you'll see is loads and loads of balloons. You'll obviously have to go back a fair way to see any wedding decor that I've done, because it's just all been balloons. The way that I try to work, if I possibly can, is I like to do just one wedding a weekend, and then I can concentrate just on that one wedding for that bride and groom, and not have to think about a wedding that I've got tomorrow or in a couple of days' time. I've just got that one wedding per week. But because I work like that, I generally just work with packages. But I have an awful lot of stock. I've outdone the house. I've got a huge garage, a big shed, and a lockup as well. So I've got an awful lot of things for people. And anything that I don't have that a bride and groom may want, then I will always look at getting it in for you. If I feel that other couples would like it as well. Finally, after 10 years of trying, for the last two years, I'm now a trusted supplier to Open Hall Hotel, both for balloons and full event decor. So it would be lovely if we could see you at the wedding fair at Alton Hall. I'm not 100% sure when it is. I've not had a chance to kind of catch up on the event decor side of it. Like I had a consultation a couple of days ago, and it's been a year since I've done a consultation. So I can't remember what to say, but fortunately the lovely couple, so they kind of went with me. So it's difficult, I suppose, when you've been out of it for a year, really, of sitting down and doing consultations. I couldn't remember what I'd got. I couldn't remember what I'd got in stock. I couldn't remember what kind of order I did things in, but it'll all come back to me, so we'll get there eventually. So what I'm going to do, hopefully, because every time I never know whether this works, I'm going to try to share my screen and just go through a few weddings that I've done and displays that I've done, just for you to have a rough idea of the kind of things that I do. So let's share. Right. This is a setup at Alton Hall Hotel in the lovely Repton room. And here we have this was an open day there. They asked me to decorate the Repton room up for them. So this is what I brought along. At the back is the starcloth backdrop, which is always a really popular piece of decor, because it screams romance and white and weddings and twinkly lights. You can see I've got one behind me. And then we have on this, the rustic arch is just swagged with some chiffon and some a garland of roses around it. Front table, the top table runner. I can add in different colour flowers into this one, or I can have a bespoke one made for you. The blossom trees at the back and the wisteria trees at the front. These can be all interchanged with one another. So the blossom can be the uprights, and the wisteria can be the canopy. And I'll give you a rough idea in another couple of pictures, just how the trees interchange with one another. So just bear with me while I scroll down. This again is the white blossom with the canopy, with the rustic arch. But this also shows the white flower wall that's got lovely little twinkly fibre optic lights in it as well. This is 4.8 metres by 2.4 metres, and it's really, really pretty for anybody who likes the flower wall. And just in the front is the, see what I mean? It's that long since I've said it. The acrylic table, and again, this acrylic table with a cake table or a welcome drinks table can be dressed with your colour flowers inside and down the leg. You get a closer look on the next one of the other pictures. You'll have to excuse me because this is just Acrobat Read Room. It's not very good. This is the canopy tree with the willow branches in, for anybody that doesn't really want the floristry. The blossom branches or the wisteria, or just likes the green. These are the willow branches. This is one of my favourites. I love this one. And then a couple of centerpieces, just a centerpiece in the background. This is a really popular one with the crystal hanging down from it, and you can just see the topper on there, and then just candlesticks. I've got lots and lots of different types of candlesticks, or candles, just to place along the top table. Again, here you can see the toppers with the crystal centerpieces. I've different toppers, or you can have your florist make your own toppers for these. And the love letters, these 4-foot love letters, and they can have either the cool white lights in or the warm white lights, depending on what goes with, what particular decor you want. Ooh, I love this. this really is one of my favourite pieces. I think it's beautiful when it's all dressed up. It's the acrylic table. You can get a better look at it here. This has just been dressed with some floristry in the top of it and some candles, and then there is a light in the bottom of the leg, again with the floristry in it. I think it's so pretty. Just something that's a little bit different. It's quite robust as well. Now, one bride was a little bit concerned that it wasn't going to be stable enough for her 4-tier cake, and it absolutely will be. It's like any table, it's not going to take somebody falling onto it, but it's quite a robust table. Again, the crystal, you'd think I'd only got this crystal centerpiece. I'm going to have to adjust that. This is the 10-arm candelabra. I've only got 2 of these, but I would suggest just maybe having a couple on the top table if you've got quite a big top table, or if you've got, I don't know, 6 tables, you could have one of these on 2 tables. It's a stunning piece. Yeah, 10 altogether. Again, in the background there, just an example of another centerpiece. This is, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can just. This is one of the many welcome boards that I do, the floral circle. This is 6 meters, 6 feet, 3 meters. Is that right? Yeah, 3 meters round. You can either have this as a welcome board, as it is here, or you could even put your table plan on it as well. If you have any kind of suggestions as to what this can also be used for, please let me know. This is another example of the welcome board with balloons and flowers. There's another picture later on of a job that I did last week that just the fusion of balloons and flowers, it just looks beautiful. And they're so versatile, the balloons, that we can adapt them to basically any colour scheme at all. So you can see that it's balloons and flowers look beautiful together. The Princess Carriage. This is one of this is a popular piece of decor. It's been used mainly for cake tables. Where the seats are on either side, you can put all the cupcakes and your cake in the middle with some more cupcakes around it. This is where I've just displayed it as a welcome drinks table as well. So, and it's also been used as a sweet cart, a candy cart as well, especially for, it's just a romantic piece, and just, it's not to everybody's taste, but I like it. This is, I keep saying that, this is, I'll try. Obviously the star cloth backdrop again with Mr. and Mrs. Size hanging down the back, and then the matching, I think I've opened the wrong one. No, I haven't. And the matching top table cloth as well. This will go bigger. This has been wrapped around and goes around the back as well. So it will go bigger, and there is also a matching cake table star cloth as well. I don't use the voile. I just use silks, silk swags and silk curtains, which I just think it's just like a little bit richer than the voile. It's also a proper LED star cloth. There's no Christmas lights hanging behind that. It's double thickness star cloth behind there. This is one example of the rustic arch dressed. But again, that can be dressed in any way that you choose. No, I'll go over that later. But I'm not good at this. I'll be glad to get back to the proper wedding fairs where I can meet you all face to face and not just talk to myself. I do struggle with it. Grant knows I do, and Alan, well, everybody at West Yorkshire Wedding Fairs knows that this is way out of my comfort zone, so just bear with me. A copper double arch. So this can be, wow, you can go to town with this, with the two, you know, with the double arch. You can dress the back as I've done here and also dress the front. These are the smaller blossom trees, 1.8 metres. You can either have these on the floor as I've done here, or table. They're also booked out this year for tables as well. So for all the trees, I have white blossom, wisteria, pink blossom, willow and ficus, so they can all be interchanged. 1.8 metre trees. The canopy trees, I've got 2 sets of canopy trees and 1 set of upright trees. And the top, this was just a sweetheart table, which is becoming quite popular, just the bride and groom there. And then the floristry, just dressing the top, the sweetheart table. This again this was, I think this was where you could only, it was for 30. So it was a huge room for 30 people. So we used the full, what's this, 12 metres of star cloth just to try and fill the room a little bit more. It looks amazing, absolutely stunning. This is new for this year. This is my new moongate. Again, this can be in any of white blossom, pink blossom, willow and ficus and wisteria. This was this is obviously the white blossom. This is great for smaller venues, or not so much smaller venues, but ones with lower roofs, because lower ceilings, not lower roofs, with lower ceilings, because sometimes venues, their ceilings are too low for the canopy trees, which disappoints a lot of couples, because they really did want the canopy trees, and the ceiling in their venue is just that little bit too low for them. This fits perfectly. This is in a this was a wedding in a house. Obviously, social distance, very few people there, but they wanted something special to have pictures taken in front. And this is just a standard ceiling in a house. It's 6 foot high, so this is gorgeous, just for the lower ceiling venues. This is the same one with the ficus branches in. The willow, I thought the willow branches were going to look stunning, but I have to say I'm not over keen on them, but you may like them. This is a job that just an engagement that I did just last week, and again just shows how beautiful the balloons and flowers can look. It's gorgeous. I can't say anything. The colours were so vibrant. The backboard is 2 metres by 2 metres. It's perfect for having your pictures taken in front of. And how gorgeous does that look, even though I do say so myself. This is new for this year, hopefully, coming in next month at the beginning of May. The flower toppers and matching trees. I think I've got 4 trees coming in and 4 flower toppers. So, you know, for those who like the pinks, I've got those coming in. I've also got this, I've forgotten what it's called, to be fair. Well, you can see it's for the top of, no, my brain's gone. You can see what it is anyway, and it's lovely. And this is coming in hopefully the beginning of May. It goes on the top of the curtains. This is 3 meters for a 3 meter curtain. And finally, the magnolia trees. Again, they're just a bit different, and they do kind of give you that wow factor. So I'm going to close that, and hopefully I'm back with you. So if you would like to get in touch with me, basically how it works is you give me a ring. My phone number is 07796 671 315. We'll have a chat. First of all, check to see whether your date's free. And then if you'd like to kind of come along, and we'll have a consultation, find out all about you and what you would like for your wedding, what your view is, what your dream is for your wedding. And then hopefully, you know, we go from there. But the first point of call is always the consultation. Websites, as is up there, leedseventdecor.co.uk. It's lovely to see you too, Ilana. Also rothwellballoons.co.uk. I'm on Instagram as Balloons and Events Leeds, and Facebook Celebration Balloons of Rothwell. Just to totally confuse you, I'm just going to have to pull it all together. But that's it from me. Hopefully, as I say, I will see you at Alton Hall. Please come and have a chat. Tell me what you want. Tell me what your dream is. You know, what your vision is for your wedding, and I'll certainly try and help you achieve it. But for now, have a lovely afternoon, and I'll hopefully see you then. Bye-bye.
So there we go. Alison, thank you so much for that wonderful video. And indeed to all the suppliers who came on the show today, thank you very much indeed for watching. Whilst the sun was glorious outside, really do appreciate it. We don't have a show for you next week. It is a bank holiday weekend, so we're taking a bit of time for ourselves, spending some time with family, and hopefully in some nice weather. We'll be back on the 9th of May for a virtual show for the Huddersfield area. Don't forget, guys, if you want to check out any of these suppliers today, all their social media tags are in the comment section below. And if you pop over to YouTube, you'll be able to catch their websites on the replay. So please do get in touch with them and ask them any more questions that you have. That's all from us. Don't forget to get your tickets for next week's show from forbrides.co.uk, and we will see you all very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day.